that look fine? Fine. Okay, cool. Well, we're catching up to live time, if I'm not mistaken. And here in the blue, we have TaToH. This is a best of 7 for the French charity show match. And you can use the charity command if you want to check it out. A lot of good things going on over there. They've done multiple and should have some awesome games between these two players. They know each other very well, and we have Huns v. Huns here. OGN is a lot of things, but OGN, the French streamer, is a man with great taste because he appreciates a good old Hun war. So I'm excited. Looks like the map here is Arabia. Just a version of Arabia they made for this. Fairly open, it seems like, so we could see a lot of military. The DauT in the red, TaToH in the blue, both GL players, and both very fun to watch in these types of settings. Now, future maps are going to be maps that were pulled from various tournaments like Red Bull and others. And so it's a mix of all those. And Game 2's map will be the loser of Game 1's pick based on those maps. And I'll explain that as we go through. It is also possible that I'll upload this full best of 7 to YouTube. I'm really unsure. But I think the best individual games tend to go up for these series. And then I always put the full best of 7s in the description of those videos. So I think this will be fun. Yep, TaToH in the blue. I could technically change TaToH's color. Watch, ready? Oh, they're both red. Oh, that would be so confusing. See, I can make him green. I can make him whatever, but I think we'll just stick with whatever color he's chosen. All right, so back in the day, little history lesson for you here. Back in the day, for many, many, many years, everyone who played online was playing a Hun war. And many people were thinking, well, that sounds boring to play the same civ all the time. But no, it wasn't boring because there's so much aggression in a Hun war. Because there's no house walling, because of how fast you can pump out scouts and switch into cav archers, there was a lot of aggression. Games were not quite as clean, but games were messier and games were crazier and games were very fun. And I kind of miss those days. There is a Hun song in chat if you want to listen to the song I sang about that. You'd see everything. So here for TaToH, looks to me like he's going to open up kind of like people did in the olden days. And he's going to go for scouts. And then DauT is just not. What DauT is doing here seems like what should be a losing strategy. Is he's going to try and fully wall his base. But it doesn't look like he's going to try fast castle or anything. He's just kind of delayed everything. TaToH will be in feudal in about 40 seconds. But hey, this is a very open map. If DauT's able to get walls down and be later to the attack, it might end up working out for him because he'll be safe. And I guess that's his approach. It seems like the timing on everything was really good for DauT. He delayed Loom until right about now. He's kept his scout at home. He's pulled just enough villagers. I mean, it's crazy, but I think this ends up working. And actually, this is fast castle. He's still creating vills. What will TaToH do against this? I see villagers coming forward, so TaToH must sense... I mean, it seems obvious, right? But he must have an idea of what's happening now. And let's see how TaToH adapts to this. He is going to add the stable, but he's coming forward. And he's got his scout in here now to see what DauT's up to. Now, DauT's on this gold. That would be an area to tower. You could also tower the berries and try and take DauT off of food. But I almost feel like the gold could be... Like this area, if there was a tower, would be the most important. But TaToH just doesn't have it scouted. I still feel like DauT's strategy is so risky. TaToH wants to break through these walls with additional scouts. They're going to be coming out of that stable soon. DauT's still 2 minutes away from being able to do anything in feudal age. And even then, I don't think he's going to have the resources to go castle when he gets there. Because he walled so much. And TaToH, good job. He has the scout in feudal with extra attack and extra speed. So trying to get the kills there. And he can't damage any villagers with this scout right now, unfortunately. But see if he has a follow-up tower. We'll see what he's able to do with this. TaToH certainly pressuring DauT. DauT has had so many villagers that were not working so far in this game, and he's going to miss out on food. That's the food he needs to go Castle Age right there, so it's been denied. Good job, TaToH, as we have what looks to be a pause. These are live games. And maybe someone's having a hotkey issue or something. And here we go. We're back in business. So TaToH did not end up going to stone. That was a little sloppy there, letting that villager get hits. He did not end up going to stone at all. So he cannot make follow-up towers. He might be able to soon, actually. I think I see villagers heading to stone now. So maybe he could have been a little faster to that. DauT probably just wants to get to cav archers. And TaToH needs to try and damage him and delay that. But there's no way this is clean for DauT. He doesn't have the food. A panic attack. Nice username, by the way. Thank you for the new Twitch Prime sub. Okay, Big Earn, I saw your message. Sorry I didn't respond. Extra Muffin. We're going to check him out later, okay? There's this low elo legend who always plays arena. And we watched him once on stream. When he attacks, guys, in all caps, he says, roar! And I forgot about him. And I want to look at more of his games to see if he's still doing it. It's just so funny. It roar in all caps in the middle of an online game. Okay, so TaToH's going to try and aim to make another tower here. Now, DauT's he's pre-towering, but this is actually a mistake. Anytime you pre-tower like this, TaToH's going to be able to pick another spot. So I think that DauT... Oh, God, did he... Oh, he deleted the other one. I'm sorry, I'm blind. For a second there, I thought that... I thought that he was on stone and was placing a second tower. That makes more sense. Deleted the other one. He's not on stone, of course. So it's not like he's going to be able to make additional towers now. Has to abandon the wood line. TaToH's going to garrison. Okay, DauT, if he wants to be real tricky, could try and wall in that tower so TaToH's villagers get trapped. And TaToH realizes his tower is eventually going to go down here, but look at the value he's getting. Actually, look at what the scouts are doing. They're distracting the tower fire. So this tower wasn't even firing on TaToH's tower. And the scouts are about to work in on this way. On this side. This is not what a Hun war should be, DauT. This is... It makes me so sad, actually. There's so much potential for amazing games in a Hun war, but this is so not what I was expecting here. And TaToH's made the right adjustments here to be able to figure this out. And here he comes with all the scouts. And maybe TaToH's tower stays up now. Beautiful repair work from TaToH. He didn't lose the villagers. He's back inside. And I don't see how the spearmen accomplished anything for DauT. And I think DauT's going to die to this. Really weird way to start off this series. Yeah, he's going to lose plenty of villagers. He still doesn't have the resources to go Castle Age. He essentially went for a very greedy approach, and he got caught out. Every time TaToH sees the spear, he's going to focus it down because he has enough scouts. And TaToH's repairing, and will garrison again here. But just look at the inefficiency of DauT's eco right now. Look at the idols. He doesn't have golds. He's going to lose additional villagers, probably. He is on the way up. Doink! Wow, that micro from TaToH was sick. Scouts are a little weak here, but Spearman goes down again. I mean, I'm impressed with both players' stubbornness here. I think a lot of people here, as TaToH could lose Vils, might have just kind of given up and focused elsewhere a little bit. Not easy to do all this, but DauT loses another villager. That's villager number 4. Maybe now TaToH has to leave his tower. Yep, he's going to leave. Could lose villagers as that happens, and the scouts are still running around. Is DauT going to win this? If DauT wins this, I'm going to lose my freaking mind, man. He's going to go cav archers, and massing cav archers is really strong. TaToH's kind of in a position where he's full feudal. But economically, TaToH has eco upgrades, DauT does not. So DauT needs to make sure that whatever he does in Castle Age is really strong. He not only lost a lot more villagers, but his TC was idle for a couple minutes, and now his TC's idle as he's on his way to Castle. So he's going to be 15 villagers behind. TaToH's just going to go scouts against this, maybe. He is placing a tower here, which still will range some of the gold. I think the best play is all-in scouts for TaToH. I really do. I think it could work well. But you've got to commit, and I think committing to go Castle Age would take you a couple minutes, and then you'd have no defense. So you've got to make something here. Good job from TaToH to run through here before DauT could get the walls down, but DauT does get the quick walls up. I see TaToH with a villager here. It's probably going to be for a tower on the wood line. DauT not able to comfortably take gold at the moment. The scouts have almost full upgrades. Full upgrades will be in 40 seconds after forging completes, so 1 or 2 spearmen aren't going to do too much. Imagine DauT's got a lot of weak villagers out here, so if the tower's even partly ranged, they're eventually just going to whittle them down. And TaToH's just going to wait here. Once his tower completes, DauT has to leave. DauT does not know that tower's coming up, so this is going to be really strong for TaToH. I think he's going to win this game, but you could make arguments that he's already won this game with how good he played this. Let's see, though. Does have to worry about the Cav Archers. Now, the Cav Archers not being at his base are good. DauT mismicroed that one. Scouts aren't that bad against Cav Archers. At least in these numbers. Yep, TaToH's just going to wait. He's going to make DauT have to choose. You either choose to run and die to my scouts, or you slowly die to the arrows. DauT, don't let these scouts through here. Come on, don't let... Oh, oh, he got it! Okay. Wow. I'm really surprised. Well, the tower's up now. Decisions have to be made to save these villagers. Here, DauT is bum rushing down the towers and sending out Cav Archers. Okay, he seems to have noticed that there's a tower here now. It is a slower death if you wait for the tower to finish you off. So he's trying to move around maybe so he doesn't lose them. And he's sending the Cav Archers back. Look at TaToH's eco in comparison. It's crazy how many resources he has. DauT trying to save the vills. Still. TaToH trying to break him with more Cav Archers. And good play from TaToH here. Just go for the Cav Archers. With the way you're playing this, DauT won't be able to make many more Cav Archers. Scouts are on the front. Yeah, this is over. This is over. Such a good job from TaToH. He didn't make a single wall in this game. DauT tried to wall the entire map. Very different approaches. And TaToH just punishing the greed from DauT. And DauT now with 23 pop against 61 pop. So, yeah. Probably going to play it out another couple seconds here, but I imagine he's going to have to call the GG. And there you go. DauT's most created military unit was 5 spearmen. That is actually so sad. 24 minutes into the game, 5 spearmen. That was the thing to write home about DauT. I said it when he started to wall. It's just a bad strat. It's super greedy. I know that Cav Archers can come back, but I think opening with scouts or opening with man-at-arms or something is just the way to go here. He was able to get the walls down, but TaToH just... He saw the walling, and he reacted to it perfectly, and he punished it perfectly. It didn't even need Castle Age in this one. You can see how strong his economy was. 3 stables at home pumping out the scouts. And real good positioning with the tower. I really like this one especially. So score 1-0 in this charity best of 7. There you go. TaToH... Oh, it won't actually let me... There we go. TaToH gets the win, and I'll adjust that out of game here as well. Now DauT will get to pick one of his home maps for game number 2. And I'll actually try and pull up the home maps. We'll see if I can make this easy for you. Unfortunately, there's no... I don't have a scene, and I don't even have images for some of these maps, but I think Liquipedia might be able to help me out. Yeah, I could have checked the APM there, but... APM is going to look awfully bad for DauT because he was just sitting at home the entire time, right? APM looks significantly worse if you just sit in your base. Plus, it's DauT versus TaToH, so I think TaToH would have had the better of the APM. All right. In terms of maps picked, it's funny, when they were drafting, TaToH said... So this is what happened. Let me read this off. DauT bans Aquidana, which is one of the maps. TaToH bans Sand Forest. When DauT picks a map, 2 minutes later, he tries to pick Sand Forest. And TaToH goes, I banned that map. Freaking DauT, man. Focus. like, I don't know what's going on with DauT, man, but it's right here in front of his face. He tried to pick a map that was banned. And then they laughed, and then they continued to pick. All right, I'll tell you what the next map's going to be here in a second. Let's see if I can find some screenshots of these maps. We got a Google Doc. Ah, nice. Okay, this should end up working out somewhat. Take a look at this. So again, not all these maps are going to be seen, but I'll at least show you what some of the maps look like. They do look really nice, and they're presented nicely too. So African Waters. I think African Waters was originally... I forget what tournament that was a part of, but I've seen that before. Aquidana, I think, is more unique to these types of events. Dune des Pilotes. Never seen that one played out, actually. Fish and Fish, I think I've seen played out before. All right, this one here is Monocle. Monocle was, I think it was in the German and U.S. championships. That's a really fun one. Northern Isles, of course, was a Red Bull map. If you saw that, Rocky Forest. Sand Forest. And Socotra. So that's actually it. Those are all the maps. And I think the next one, I could tell you what the next one's going to be once they're in the game, and they'll be in the game any moment now. My favorite one from that is probably Monocle. High-level Monocle is really fun to watch and can produce some intense games. Games don't tend to go on that long, but I've had some good experiences on that map. And it looks like it's going to be Rocky Forest. So as we look at the Civ draft then, and thank you, McIrish, I'll get to your message here. I remember speaking to Jordan about this map, and Jordan told me the top Civs for this were Aztecs, Franks, and shoot, what was the other one Jordan and I talked about? I think Mongols was like a flex pick, and then he also said that Byzantines could be good. Byzantines is kind of a counter to maybe Mezzo here. So maybe expect DauT to go Aztecs. And then maybe TaToH does go Byzantines. It's hard to explain exactly why that is without seeing the map, but we'll see that in a moment and I can explain. Yeah, DauT. Cool information there. Yeah, it did seem to say that on the mini maps there. Looks like some of the maps were created by people involved in the charity event, and then some maps were taken from other events. MDM says, T90, how would you like a random map with a neutral market for trade in 1v1s? Actually, funnily enough, that existed in the Red Bull Wolo event. I think it was called Marketplace, and there wasn't a single time where trading with that market made sense. I think at high-level 1v1s, it wouldn't really do anything. At mid-level, it'd be pretty fun. But competitively...
Very happy Independence Day to
competitively, I don't think it'd do too much.
Consistent quality.
Because it's probably better to... It depends on the map, right? But usually it's better to invest resources into being aggressive and taking the map than investing resources into trade. Unless it was... if the map is less open, if the map is more campy, then it would make a little bit more sense. Like, it could work out on... I'm trying to think of a map that's relatively closed off for standard settings. Oasis 1v1. Black Forest 1v1. But I don't think Oasis or Black Forest should ever be played as a 1v1 map, but Hideout. Yeah, I still don't see it ever working for Hideout at a high level, Tarsis. But yeah, something like that. Highland. Oh, God, as if we need reason to make Highland go on longer. I've seen more 2+ hour Highland games than probably any other map in 1v1s. Even more than Arena. Ooh. Yo, wait till you see this Civ matchup. This is going to be juicy, guys. Let's go. Brozaya, you as well. And welcome, ladies and gents, to game number 2. Best of 7 charity event here. And we have TaToH, who's up 1-0, playing as the Turks against DauT's Aztecs. This map is Rocky Forest, and if you haven't seen me cast this before, I have done a few times. I'll just explain the basics. So you cannot build on the rocky terrain. That's the most important thing in this map, which means you cannot wall this choke point, which means that you can't wall to this wood line. So your walling, if you want to be a waller boy, is kind of got to be like this, like in a U. okay? So what that generally leads to is you're going to have lumber camps on the backside, and then you're going to have to be pretty aggressive through the choke. You do have deer in the middle, so maybe a civ like Mongols, or maybe even these civilizations could justify going out here and making a mill, but it's obviously right between the players, so it's very risky to do that. Having control of the middle is really important for gold long term because you only have this gold and this gold to work with. The rest of the gold is between the players, so I expect aggression, but what would Turks do here? Aztecs are definitely top tier on this map. I did a lot of testing and playing on this map, and I spoke to players who played it before as well. And it's really tricky to counter this civ here. It was funny. I was actually playing games with Jordan. I played like 3 games against him. And the first game, I was Franks. No. The first game, he was Aztecs, and I was Franks. And he beat me, and then we talked about it. And I was like, yeah, I really don't see how that civ can be countered. It's like, it feels impossible. I wasn't necessarily taking anything away from him, but I was saying a lot of it was a civ. So he goes, okay, let's switch civs. So we flip-flopped the civs. And then I got dominated again. And I was like, okay, apparently Jordan's significantly better than me. But anyways, long story short, I have a pretty solid understanding on how I think the civ should play out. I've just never seen Aztecs against Turks. A scout opening could be possible here. Like getting into light cav is always good against a civ who might want to make some monks. Typically, Aztecs want to flood the map with eagles, pikemen, and monks. So maybe something like cav archers and light cav in the mid game could be an option for TaToH. This gold position is brutal, though. I mean, look at DauT's gold position and look at this gold position, and then remember that you can't even get elite skirm or halberdier if you're Turks. So you need gold. That is a really bad map gen for him. Even the berries are forward. Like, DauT's map seems way better overall. Yeah, we'll see. We shall see. DauT is staying at home for now, adding a barracks. I think he's going to be tempted to go for something like a fast castle. Don't Janissaries counter everything Aztecs make? No. Atlatl skirms would be really good. Plus, Janissaries are really slow. So, on a map like this, you could swoop in on the sides and always raid with something like eagles, while Janissaries wouldn't be able to catch it. But the most important thing about that is that the Jans are something you have to produce out of a castle. So, like, what's the best unique unit in your eye, chat? If you had to think of one. I think whatever civilization comes to mind, whatever civ comes to mind, that civ is not going to be a top 5 civ. It's good if it gets there, but obviously it's more complicated than that, right? Okay, Elephant Archer. Get out of here. A lot of people saying Mangadai, which I think is fair. Mongols are not a top 5 civ. Teutons, not a top 5 civ, right? Usually civilizations that are doing really well are the civs that can do things without their unique unit. Or can do things really well and also have a good unique unit. So yeah, getting to a castle, dropping a castle, it's going to set your eco back. But yes, it can be strong. It can be strong. I'm not disagreeing there. I think TaToH's scouting was very late here. He just saw the barracks, or maybe he doesn't think the militia are out already. That's probably what it is. He didn't think the militia were on the way already, so he got there late. And DauT trying to block here. Can he kill the Vil? He's trying his best, but I think TaToH will save it. Still needs another palisade or two here, TaToH, and he will protect those Vils. Yep, the plan was scouts for TaToH. That's going to delay him a little bit, as he has to now wall up his wood line, and I really like DauT's position right now. Look at all the time he's buying himself. He's going to get looms, so I think he's going to end up going to feudal after this. So it's not as if he's going to go for a really late uptime and give TaToH a lot of time to do damage to him. Yeah, the colors changed. I'm sorry about that. That was on the players. If the colors change going into game 3, I will... I can manually change it on my end, and we'll try and keep it consistent. It actually just dawned on me, so... Frickin' players, man. We actually had to set rules for the World Cup and rules for Hidden Cup on colors, because I knew players would be a pain with that. Like, I think the rules for Hidden Cup, if I'm not mistaken, were whatever color you play game 1 with, you have to play for the rest of the games. I think that's what it was, so. DauT's coming forward now. Wow, okay, so DauT coming forward with 5 vills. I imagine this is going to be, I mean, a great position for a tower right behind those berries, but he's come forward rather early. Still 50 seconds away from being in feudal.
The Lord.
Italian Job says, who wins, fully upgraded Jaguar Warriors or Samurai? I think the Jags win, but Samurai have a bonus against...
Go
I think it depends on the numbers. I think the higher the numbers, the better the Samurai do. Because they have much higher attack speed, and they have a bonus against other unique units. But I think in a 1v1, the Jaguar wins. Because of the stats. DauT's just passing here. He's going to go right to the wood line. And he's going to drop a tower there. And TaToH definitely saw the villagers. There's no doubt. And he now knows that DauT canceled his tower. And he should cancel his own. Oh, he's going to stick with this tower. So he could only make one. But what he has done is gone to stone right away. This is the best thing you can do if you're getting tower rushed.
Aimed in?
Is send 3 to stone so you can make more defensive towers. And since he's got the scouts, he's going to work on trying to pick off some vills. But the thing is, guys, since he's off of berries, and since he only has so many farms, and he actually has to delete one now, he doesn't have the food eco to make more scouts and make more vills. So he actually is making a scout right now, but his TC's idle because of it. So he chose the scout. I think DauT will have no complaints about that. Of course, he doesn't know that, but kind of how it goes. Some walling from TaToH. Again, you have to be creative with this. You cannot wall to the rocky area. And we have TaToH running forward. DauT has done a real good job of getting control in this game. This would be a way for TaToH to maybe get some control back. And again, I'm impressed with the walls. He's somehow protecting himself, and he could always make more towers now. So he just has to keep an eye on if DauT's going to drop any. And if he does, just drop his own counter tower. DauT's got a spearman at home, though. DauT's economy is also looking pretty protected. So, fun game so far. As we see DauT making a tower here. TaToH can see the villagers building. Has not made a counter tower, though. So, I think that TaToH's going to end up having to just relocate the wood line. Which is fine. Now, what has this done in this game? Oftentimes, when you're talking tower rush... You're talking, you're talking unique units. I always bring up the fact you have to go to stone and do all that jazz, right? But here, this has put the Turk player onto stone. It's not like the Aztec player wants to make Jaguar Warriors. Sorry to the people who love that unit. I do too, but it's not like that's an eventual goal for DauT. So, it would be very helpful to have the Janissary against something like Eagle, Spearman, even Monks. So I think this is a natural way of getting TaToH towards Janissary. So I have to question the fact that DauT has gone for Tower Rush. If he just played this into Man-at-Arms, there's no way TaToH would ever go to Stone. But TaToH naturally has to go to Stone here, and it just might work out for him long term. Good defense from both players. Villagers have not been killed here yet. DauT's going to be very happy to see this forward gold for TaToH. But yeah, I think long-term what TaToH will do is try and make a castle. And a castle here in the next stage would shoot down those towers, and he'd end up being okay. But yeah, TaToH, he means business here. He really wants to get these villagers. And DauT needs to maybe send an extra spearman or two forward. As he makes another tower, and he just wants to ease his way to get the castle age from here, I guess. Pretty good game. I would say that DauT definitely has the lead right now. But TaToH has all the potential to do damage with the scouts that he has. And also that follow-up with a castle in the next age. TaToH can take gold over here, possibly. But that is kind of... Does DauT see that? Yeah, DauT might have vision on that, actually. Again, this is just a really unfair map gen. There's just no other way to say it. Like, granted, it looks a lot worse when the towers are up, but still. All the other gold's in the middle, so not much else TaToH can do as we see DauT with a mill now. He's just going to steal that food. TaToH has a lot of scouts, and he's looping around the side to hit DauT's base. Now, this is where DauT's vulnerable. He's feeling like the job is done, and he's thinking about Castle Age. He's thinking about Eagles, but he's got just 2 Spearmen here. I don't think he spotted how many scouts TaToH has. TaToH can definitely take out the Spearmen with micros right, and finally kill some villagers at DauT's base. What's up, Glenny? No worries. Thank you for the resub. Thanks for 2 years. But then again, DauT's going to be in Castle Age, even if he loses a few villagers. I don't think he'll be complaining too much, but he has to react here. Here he is reacting. Spearman out of position on the other side. Start to this fight is really good for TaToH. He killed the Spearman. He kills a villager. DauT doesn't have the defense here. Oh, man, if DauT just made a few more Spearmen, everything was perfect. He must not have the second building required to go to the next age either. More scouts coming in. Another Spearman on the way. And look at the micro from TaToH. He knows that that Spearman's going after that scout. He sensed it. And DauT, I think, throwing a little bit here, guys, honestly. I can excuse only having 2 Spearmen, but not having your blacksmith, look at those resources. He should be on his way to Castle Age, and well on his way to Castle Age already. Meanwhile, TaToH's selling wood for gold just to get the gold to go up to the next age. And still has scouts to run around in DauT's base. Also, it looks like something was going on over here as DauT ran through. TaToH had to pull some vills to fight there. Also had to make some more scouts. DauT abandons the farms. And TaToH still using the market here to go up, but he's going to click up here shortly. The scouts will be like Kevin the next stage, which will do okay against Eagle. It's just against Pikemen they're really going to struggle. Ignites actually do all right against Pikemen, depending on the upgrades and numbers, but speaking of upgrades, DauT does have infantry armor, so these units are still being annoying, as they have been since early feudal. And the other scouts have come in here, and DauT lost a villager. DauT is going to give TaToH gold. I think DauT is struggling to deal with all the different areas that TaToH is able to focus on. Here he goes in against TaToH, but you notice TaToH's reaction time is just so much faster than DauT in the crucial moments. Look at that micro. Weak villager runs away. So tower got battered down. TaToH can place a mining camp on that gold. These villagers are stranded in no man's land. I've been really impressed with TaToH today, and a little disappointed in slight execution things with DauT so far. Still, I think has the better position. Faster Castle Age is going to mean a lot to him, and we'll see. It looks like a few of the scouts went down here. DauT will be in Castle Age now, and DauT could honestly dive that tower pretty soon if he gets Eagle upgrade. So TaToH needs to get that castle up soon, man. He can start building it in 50 seconds. He has 3 scouts, but they're all so weak. Yeah. This is not ideal. And DauT's already going for a ram. Oh, yeah, he wants to go for the kill. And look at the walls for TaToH. He knows that there's a risk that DauT might run into the back of his eco here. Blacksmith for TaToH. I didn't realize he didn't have that before. I guess he was working with scouts without upgrades. And now they're light cav. Okay, so 50 stone away from a castle for TaToH. Where do you build it? I think you delete these houses and place it right behind everything here. I think that's what I would do. I think I would give up this space temporarily, and I would drop the castle right behind the gold. Because TaToH's dying to this eagle. I don't know why he's fighting here. That was a big mistake for TaToH. And he's placing the castle even further back. Yeah, maybe that castle that I thought of would never work out. DauT flooding the map with eagles. He's taking out the barracks. Not the biggest deal. TaToH with his civ that relies on gold, and he has 0 gold to work with right now. But like Cav Janissary, if you can get enough of them, really good against what DauT is making right now. So he's going to use the market for now. He might sell stone for the time being. Make like 5-6 Janissaries with the light cap. There's no way DauT can pressure the castle. So I think TaToH will eventually get gold. It's just how far ahead will DauT be when that happens. I like the mobility of the light cav. And remember DauT, like, he's not fully protected in important areas. All right. Fun game. I mean, way better than game number 1. Let's put it that way. Game number 1 made it so game number 2 would be a lot more entertaining. Choo-choo! DauT going in with the Rams here, but the Janissaries are hitting from 8 range. DauT still having to follow the Light Cav. You can see future castles for TaToH as well. The Light Cav engage here. Spearmen are going to get in a nice little spot, but TaToH runs away. Good micro from TaToH so far. DauT's still making Rams. Will he actually dive for the castle? Okay, he's got Eagles inside the Rams. The Villagers are your best tool to take out the Rams, but then you have to hop inside of the TC when the Eagles pop out. Whoa, DauT has a lot more than I expected inside of those things. Okay, Castle Fire's helping a little bit. TaToH's about to be TC-less. We know that much, but can DauT take out the castle? Light Cav are looping around this way. DauT is committing everything to this, and he's going in for the castle. Those Rams are somewhat weak. But there's no siege for TaToH, so it's really tough for him to be able to take out those Rams. And if he does take out the Rams, he's probably going to end up losing Villagers. And if he loses Villagers, DauT will have a massive lead. It's 31 military to 7. DauT's going to win this game right here. Wow. Crazy commitment. I just assumed it would be a Ram or two, and then he would boom. But nope. He just made all the Rams he could afford. Spammed Eagles out of those barracks. Aztecs are insane on this map. TaToH a little unfortunate with the gold positions like we said. But DauT caught him off guard with that Drush in the first place. And while TaToH got to Light Cav and TaToH got to Janissary, there's just not much more for him going forward. Well played, DauT. Score 1-1. And we'll look at the statistics here. Wouldn't surprise me if DauT owns an economy. Yeah. More food and more golds. And didn't have the stone, but TaToH had to sell most of that stone to get gold. So worked out. Yeah, and that was just DauT with good strategy. Game 1, it was not good strategy from DauT. Game 2, it was good strategy. Slight issues with execution at times, but the strategy pays off, right? And TaToH probably realized that Aztecs was coming there, thought Turks was going to be tough, but maybe an option, and he'll go towards one of his home maps next. Score is all tied up, 1-1. Britanno, hello. Thank you for stopping by today. How you doing?
So an Incan team manager working for a racing team in Formula 1 got fired because the team always finished last. Why did they always finish last, you may ask?
Oh, God.
Because the team manager wanted to box far too.
Thank you, Strode, for that. I'm not sure if everyone is going to get the reference, but to my Formula 1 fans, enjoy the joke. Thank you, Strode, for the 43. You guys wanted to see the APM. Capture Age has got everyone addicted to judging people's APMs, and there you go. Big spike at 8 minutes. Oh, my God. It was so effective. Yeah, not really the most exciting graph there with APM, but if you wanted to compare it, you have it. TaToH maybe just a little faster, but faster in the wrong ways, right? Maybe had to be faster because of falling behind and having to try and do more with less. Yeah, I'm not a huge Formula 1 guy. So, Strode, I didn't really get the joke. I just laughed because Dux laughed, and I know Dux likes Formula 1. So, I just trust that the joke was funny. Thank you, Where's the Pickle? I hate having to reread your name every month, but thank you for the year of support. Vote Goat, thank you for the 6 months. Monk on Elephant, thank you for the 5 months. Okay, I need to see that now. I need to see a civilization that can put their monks on elephants. Can someone make it happen, please, devs? Thank you, bros, again for the 17. Yeah, happy Independence Day to you. For me today, on the 4th, I'm going to be casting Age, obviously. And then we're going to have some burgers tonight. That's the plan. Looking forward to it. Burgers and beers, I think. Very, very American thing to do. But won't be anything too crazy. Just wanted to relax. No, we're actually going to have turkey burgers again. Yes, and this time I'm not going to tell my girlfriend that her turkey burgers are worse than my mom's, because apparently girlfriends don't like to hear that, so that was news to me. I didn't say it. I didn't mean it.
20th sub.
Not the way I said it, anyways. Not the way I said it. I don't know if anyone ever clipped that story.
Welcome
Hey,
back,
speaking
baby.
of
Can I
food.
get a Wololo?
Wololo. There you go, Frieza. Speaking of food, the next map is called Fish and Fish. So, okay. Haven't seen the map before, but if there's not salmon, I'm going to be very upset. You cannot have a map called Fish and Fish and then ask me to cast the event and not have salmon. That's all I'm saying. I will feel forever betrayed. No, not fish and chips. It's just fish and fish. Fish with a side of more fish. Let's look at the screenshot for this map.
Hello, hello.
What civs might be good here? Fish and fish. Fish and fish, fish and fish. Okay, this
Hey,
is
man,
fish and fish.
Just heard you're officially worse at math than the O2 AI. My condolences, dude.
Hey,
Wow.
shanked by a crab. That's a lie. Thank you, though. Shallow water. Shallow with water spots on side. Deep fish on the side. Shore fish in the middle. Gotcha. Okay, so there's fish. The sides seems like you'll probably compete for, but then you also have shore fish to fight for in the mid. So yeah, Indians would be the first civ that comes to mind with shore fish maps. Indians were banned out, though. I should actually keep track of this. Let's see. TaToH lost with Turks, and he won the Hun War. And then DauT lost previous game with, or won the previous game with Aztecs. Okay. Yeah, so maybe something like Bulgarians to be aggressive for the middle. Maybe Malians because the all your mills and docks will be cheaper if you're going to be doing a lot of that. You could see maybe something like Magyars for DauT if he wants to go aggressive too. There's no real, none of these civilizations scream at me in terms of having direct bonuses for the fish. But they should be in a moment, so we'll catch up. And they've got to plan long-term with their civs, right? So can't just pick a civ that would be really good here. You also have to make sure you have good civs for the whole best of 7. What's my favorite unit aesthetically? Don't really have one, to be honest. Or I need time to think about that. I'm not too sure. Wow, this looks like my backyard. Interesting. We've got 2 crocodiles here protecting a relic and then a bunch of fish around here. Life is crazy. So, welcome to game number 3 in a best of 7 charity event. We have DauT in the blue, and DauT is playing as the Mayans. And then here in the red, we have TaToH, and TaToH is playing as the Malians. The map has shorefish in the center, and villagers collecting shorefish is a great source of food income. And then there's also fish out here. I said if there wasn't salmon, I would quit. Guys, who's in charge of these maps? How do you have a map named Fish and Fish without salmon? Salmon is clearly the superior fish. I know in Age of Empires you don't actually get more food when you're eating salmon, or it's not more tasty, but I feel very betrayed. That's all I'm saying. TaToH's docking already, so clearly he's going to add fishing ships. And then DauT's doing the same, and DauT was trying to deny that dock,
Hello, T90.
which was a
Your
smart move,
crocodiles
but
in the
he was
backyard
denied.
have names?
Do the crocodiles in the backyard have names? So I actually don't have alligators in my backyard. There's no crocodiles, thankfully. I think crocodiles are way bigger. But occasionally you'll see a gator here in Florida. I don't really have names for them, no. But I do have names for the iguanas that live in my backyard. There's this one really large iguana with his 3 tiny friends, and I call them Doug and the boys. So we'll always be like, hey, do you see Doug and the boys are out back? That's kind of how we talk.
Hope you're feeling better this week, my dude.
I'm really happy we
Yourself,
don't
T90.
encounter gators on a regular basis, to be honest. Okay, so we're gonna see fishing ships, and then we'll probably see fast feudal age to rush to contest for the water up here. I don't know why you would ever contest for water when there's no salmon. It's just, what is this, Dorado? Dorado, what? Pff, so freaking lame. But we'll probably see a mix of that and villagers going to the center as well. Though villagers going to the center is a greater risk, I'd say. Not because of the animals that are out here, but just because it's right next to the enemy. So maybe we won't see players take that risk. What would you name the gators if they were there? I don't know. It depends on the gator. I don't just have gator names lined up. Every gator's different. Like the Doug guy outside, the Doug iguana looks like Doug. So I'd have to go by feel on that one. There is an area where there's a nature preserve where we walk, and there's plenty of gators there because I'm pretty close to the Everglades. But yeah, I don't I don't really name them. I just say, wow, glad that thing's not right next to me, and then move on. Okay. Well, the eagle is currently poking the fishing ship. He's like, should have been collecting salmon, should have been collecting salmon. And TaToH had to micro that away, and this is real annoying work from DauT. And then TaToH just ran into DauT's town center. So actually, I really do like how DauT has played this, and I think his position is stronger with the starting eagle. He could actually kill one of these fishing ships. Not much TaToH can do with his scout now because it's weak. How many snakes do you see on a daily basis? I haven't seen a single snake since moving here. Like I thought when I moved to Florida that there would be gators everywhere and snakes everywhere and giant bugs. And I was like, well, okay, I'm just going to stay inside all the time and play Age of Empires anyways, so whatever. But yeah, I think because we're so close to a habitat where those things thrive, they don't really... I don't see many of them. There are areas in Florida, like I think Orlando. I went to Disney World as a kid, and there were gators everywhere. Just on the sides of the roads, walking across highways, everything. But yeah, here where I'm at, we don't run into too much. Okay, we have militia coming forward for TaToH. High aggression stuff here is he's going to go for man-at-arms.
Thanks for everything, Smile.
And he hasn't lost a fishing ship yet, and he's going to make fire galleys. I assume DauT will do the same. So DauT's got a quick wall defend here. And he seems like he's done that. This is a great game. So many people would be surprised by the man-at-arms and lose villagers here. I don't even think DauT scouted it, right? Because his eagle was on the water. Now, these are Malian man-at-arms, so they do have extra pierce armor. It will take DauT longer to be able to kill them with archers. And at home, TaToH's going to make his own archers. So this is where I'm thinking maybe you send villagers to the middle. I haven't seen enough of this map. It still could be too risky if you don't hold control. DauT's eagle is trying to fly away, and I think will die here. But he's defended his eco. Yeah, for non-Americans, it's only a certain region you see gators. Where I live, it would be crazy to see one, yeah. All the ponds here, all the bodies of water say do not swim in them because of gators, but it doesn't mean that there's a gator there. It just basically is there so idiots don't don't take the risk. If you want to swim in the ocean with the sharks. It's pretty much what it's at. So I like TaToH's pressure here. Even using the scout to push away this archer. Scout did just get eaten by the TC, though, so I think that thing's going to be down. But TaToH will already kill a villager from DauT. DauT, why does it say he has so much more eco here? Looks like TaToH didn't... He had food problems or something. Big eco difference. And I'll check the fishing ship numbers. And DauT has a few more to work with there, I guess. But look at these villagers go down. DauT is struggling to get the numbers of archers he needs here. And it's taking him so long to take out the man-at-arms, isn't it? Oh, God, he's getting out microed by TaToH here as well. Disaster for the Lord. These villagers are so weak. He's not going to have villagers on gold to make more archers. TaToH turns around to go right back for these archers. Skirmishers are going to be so ineffective if the man-at-arms are there. DauT's getting destroyed right now. The only thing I could say, really, is if DauT ends up clearing up on water now, it could be good for him. But that was brutal to watch, man. 4-1 eco KD, and he's probably going to lose one more if TaToH is able to micro it. No. Okay. But yeah, DauT doesn't have any protection for his fish. TaToH needs to get his fire galleys over there, and TaToH gets an even bigger lead.
1890. Where are the Fat Dragon YouTube uploads now? Where is your faith in our god Vivi, the Fat?
Fat Dragon is God.
1990 cry.
I'm going to be working on YouTube content. Well, I always am, right? But I'm going to have some cool ideas for YouTube. No way! DauT's going to take out these fishing ships when TaToH has all this navy to stop it. Crazy. Yeah, DauT's still fine here. But, yeah, I can maybe put some Vivi games on my list of things for YouTube content for you, okay? I love Vivi as well, and I could use some more Vivi in my life. TaToH's going to mix in scouts, knowing DauT has a lot of skirms. That's good. DauT has 800 wood, which is not good. I don't know why he's not farming it all right now. But, hey. Wait a second. It says he has 13 on food. Oh, he genuinely does. He has 11 right here and then the fishing ships. Looks like both players are losing most of their fishing ships. DauT's trying to save his, but probably won't. And TaToH's going to try and get these scouts out here to meet the skirms in the middle. I think DauT's going to be fine against... Well, not fine, but he's going to figure it out against that because now he's back on gold and making archers. So he's doing the right thing to make archers now. And TaToH's actually just trying to find DauT's massive units, and it's heading over to his base right now. But that's also not a massive units that can threaten Vils. There's just one archer there. So I think that that'll actually end up being really good for TaToH. Because DauT's either out of position at home, or he's going to get cleaned up at TaToH's base. So with one archer, you never know. A DauT now realizing he's exposed, and he's going for a tower. It's not a castle, but it's the same type of building for DauT. Name a better duo than DauT and adding towers and castles at awkward times. Well, it ends up going up. Ends up working out, too, because he's able to kill some of those archers. But this is what I meant. He does absolutely nothing with this force, and he could have used it at home so he didn't have to make a tower. TaToH seems to have the most control in this game, right? Am I crazy here? It's crazy to me to look at the stats and see that TaToH is not way ahead, but it seems like when he's playing DauT, is always the one, not always, but for the most part, forcing the engagements, forcing reactions. Maybe the faster of the two, or maybe he's just a little bit quicker to the punch, but DauT can't easily take out these two archers because the scouts are here right now, so TaToH's making DauT fight for these victories right now. TaToH's idle time is disgusting. You're right. I think what it is as well is that TaToH micros a lot more and then DauT macros more, which results in the fights looking like TaToH's controlling them. But if he's not keeping his Vils producing, there will be long-term problems. But if DauT doesn't take proper fights, there's going to be long-term problems. So it's an interesting mix. Finally, TaToH goes to the middle. With all this control, I was wondering when he was going to take the food there. And he's also over on this side, guys. So DauT's still trying to deal with this. And now he has to deal with this. This is crazy pressure from TaToH. And even though DauT has kept his TCs working, I have to question his macro. He's got 500 food, or wood. That normally is going to be needed for farms or something else. It's weird to me, as he's added a market now, that we're not seeing a little bit more from him. Scouts ended up going down. DauT's weak villagers did survive for the most part. 8-2 KD, and TaToH's going to dive through, and he ends up leaving here. Both players will lose an archer, I guess. DauT's going to use the market. This is so DauT. Look at all the eco he has on gold right now. It's actually perfect for him in this position, I think, to go into Eagles and Castle Age. I guess crossbows could still work as well. But if you fall behind, sometimes you just slap villagers on gold with Mayans or Aztecs or whoever, make a market, and get yourself to Castle Age. Cafe, happy 4th of July to you as well, my friend. Scouts have armor, so they'll do pretty good here. TaToH's not too far off from clicking up as well. But DauT with good... Oh, real good fights here. I think DauT's going to be okay. You could even argue DauT will have the lead. But TaToH's going to click up here. He's going to just need to drop off some gold. And boom, he's on his way. Exposed villagers in the middle for TaToH. He'll probably need to leave. Doesn't have a lot on gold. I think he's going to want to go knights here. Fighting with the scouts. Trying to get as much value as possible. And he is going to get some more value from this scout. He's going to get another archer. Oh, miss micro. Get it. And then... Oh my god, dude! But he's moving along now. Moving along. Two of those archers are just one hit away from death. I think TaToH will open up with light cav here. I'm still trying to figure it out because he's producing everything. But he's making more scouts, which tells me that he's going to go light cav into knights. He was just able to pick off the 1 weak archer, and he knows the other one's there. That's so good. Doink! Got him. That's so good. I love TaToH's aggression. TaToH's aggression is so fun to watch. He's just fearless. Again, diving in. Again, getting another archer. And he's probably just going to run right through as well. It's probably not fun to play against. There have been situations where TaToH's been caught out and he throws away army, but he doesn't really seem to care. He's going to say just passing, and he's going to be back here. And what this does is DauT can't push out now. Scouts now on the gold. Not the most effective fight, but DauT has to chase with those archers. If TaToH finds that weak villager, I'm going to give 10 subs. Okay? If he hits her, that would be so epic. The fact that you have to check all that, click it, and then do everything else. I really wanted it to happen, but I don't think so. Early university here for the Lord. He wants to rush ballistics. TaToH sees that. He knows the archers have been out, so he has an idea what's coming. I think TaToH needs a defensive siege workshop, or you can just make it in the middle of the map. I'm actually not a big fan of the siege workshop position. I think you should make it at, like, here, so it's a little closer to everything else, but anyways, Scorpions would be really good, and then Knights as well, as TaToH actually has 2 additional town centers going up at home. Yeah, towers worked well for DauT, and Mayans going all in with crossbows and ballistics could easily work here, because what TaToH's trying to do is kind of everything at once. I don't think he can keep Knights producing out of 2 stables and keep villagers producing out of 3 TCs. And he also has villagers in 4 different spots, so it's real hard to know where DauT's going to be. So DauT, for the most part, is going to be clumped up in one group. Yeah, DauT did lose water, but TaToH has 2 fishing ships, so it's like, it's whatever. It's not that big a deal. Okay, TaToH should see the crossbows and react here. He can pull over to this gold. I really like this TC. But I think, again, didn't do the best job tracking it. Doesn't have many knights. Just lost 1, and he's been off of gold the last couple minutes. And look at DauT's micro. 1 Scorpion isn't going to cut it here. DauT could easily win this game. TaToH trying to do damage over here. Failed to do so. Brought the archers over. I like that, though. That's why TaToH didn't have the knights at home. He's trying to pressure DauT on both sides, and he could run right into the gold. You definitely want to go for kills here, your TaToH. Oh, no, DauT. Oh, no. So he's taking eco losses. He's not able to do that much eco damage to TaToH. He will take out these Scorpions. There are villagers in the middle to pay attention to as TaToH runs away from there. And TaToH will have to run away from here as well because the crossbows have shown up for DauT. Farms could be picked off. TaToH, what's your reaction going to be like? 1, 2, should be 3. Let's see if TaToH can nerd it. Okay, DauT, never mind. DauT didn't seem to see it. There we go. Another villager goes down. Crossbow still diving. Where are the knights, TaToH? He doesn't have enough because he tried to go 3 town centers and also the knights. It's very expensive. Remember what I said about this siege workshop, okay? The siege workshop positioning hurt him so much to defend himself, and now he doesn't even have the Scorpions here because he's pulled them back home, and now his villagers are exposed. Huge moment for DauT. Yeah, the siege workshop positioning was poor in my opinion. I would have placed it right here. You can still patrol Scorpions forward if you need to, and it's much easier to defend your eco. Helen Dorn, it is a holiday for me, but I'm also a Twitch streamer, so I don't really... I don't celebrate, and I don't live like other people do. Most people, if they work Monday through Friday, they do no work and whatnot on weekends. For me, if there's a weekend, that's streaming time, man. So, yeah, I will this evening be, celebrating a little bit. And when I say celebrating, just eating some good food, but nothing too crazy. Whenever you guys aren't working or you guys aren't doing something is when I am going to be working and doing something. It's always the opposite. But good news for TaToH about the whole TC situation is he has had 3. So it wasn't ideal how many losses he's taken, but he was able to do a lot of damage to DauT earlier as well. Overall, does still have the eco lead, and finally, the Scorpion Knight starting to look strong. TaToH still has the lead, in my opinion. DauT, let's look at what he's doing with all this. I think you could argue it should be a lot more. I don't know why he doesn't have a second town center yet. He definitely can afford that and producing villagers out of it. Kind of rushing down a monastery right now. I think he had this all-in 1 TC mindset about this game. And we'll see if it ends up working for him as we... Okay, there we go. There's the TC. That's also on stone, so I think he wants to snowball a push and drop a castle somewhere. But it's going to be tough without, or at least 30 crossbows with every fight. He does have enough crossbows here to take out the scorpions. Yeah, there you go. Did DauT get thumb ring? My guess is DauT must have thumb ring. I don't recall seeing it. But I think thumb ring would make sense considering he's gone 3 ranges and he's just now adding eco. It is a really expensive upgrade, so it would make sense that that's why he delayed things a little bit. The firing speed looked real good there. Yeah, gotcha. Okay, so that makes a little more sense for me, and now he's expanding his eco. Now, there's a very important thing I need to bring up here, and it's the long-term unit comp for TaToH. A lot of people in chat right now probably are aware that Malians get those champions that get high Pierce armor and might be thinking that you should go that route. I don't think that going Malian champions is poor, but I think you have to open Imp with something else. If you try and just go into Imperial Age and switch into champions, it takes too long, and then you're not taking advantage of Imp. So I think Cavalier is your go-to. Then when the enemy's mixing in Halberdiers with their archers, you switch into champions. Also, plumed archers get +1 extra attack against infantry. Elite plumed archers get +2 extra attack against infantry. So it's not as if the champions are even that good against Mayans if they make plumes. I think 1 or 2 scorpions combined with knights is good, but at this point you've got to have mangonels out. Early castle, scorpions make sense. Mid castle, ask some greater questions of DauT. So many scorpions for TaToH right now. As he has a random ram, which I assume must have been a misclick, so he just sent it forward to do something. Some of the crossbows are weak. See another town center for TaToH. He's going to get relic number 2 eventually. I don't know where the monastery is, but I imagine he's going to get relic number 2. And here we have a crazy fight. Last time DauT was in TaToH's base, he did damage and then lost his force. And overall, it looks like this is going to be an okay trade for DauT so far, unless the Scorpions get more hits, and yeah, that's going to happen. TaToH, I think, happy to take this fight because he's going to clear this. But TaToH also lost 8, 10 knights, maybe? I think he'll be very happy with that. That's fine. DauT does have enough on stone for castle. How is he going to play this? He's going to make it defensive. I think he'll start to switch into plumes. Still should be making crossbows, but okay. All right. Crossbows moving forward. TaToH has buildings everywhere, plus Town Watch, so there's not really a lot of areas DauT can go without TaToH spotting him. And TaToH, I think, is flirting with the idea of the Imperial Age. Now that you have monks, you could convert the knights that TaToH has and then use those knights against the siege. Holy scorpions. Okay, TaToH will see the monks. The monks could actually heal the crossbows in theory. I like how DauT's just like, screw your scorpions. Again, scorpions don't seem all that effective on their own. Whereas 2 mangonels there asks greater questions. Okay, castle should go up. And we're going to have both players up to Imp. Takes a long time to complete Cavalier. Takes a long time to get the armor upgrade. Whereas with Arbalest and Bracer, it's very quick. Very important to keep that in mind. This has been a sick game here. I think this one's going to go to YouTube. So YouTube, if you want the full best of 7 in the description, it is there for you after you finish this. If you want to see all those games that happened here. This has been the best game of the best of 7 so far. I think DauT's castle is on the hill here. Someone asking why I didn't place it on the hill. I think it is. I would have probably placed it here, honestly, because it has a little bit more coverage on the left side. But I'm also just sitting here talking about the game, so it's a little different. I place plenty of non-ideal things like farms and farms and castles when I'm in a game. So even if the Siege Workshop was here, DauT wouldn't have the confidence to run into your eco like this. I swear, this Siege Workshop positioning bothers me so much. Okay. Great army value for DauT. TaToH a little worried, I think, about the potential of Arbalest running into his base as he's gone for guard tower. And I think TaToH's going to do what I think is a mistake, and he's going to try and do the tech switch to champion now. Oh, big shot. Maybe. DauT microing, and he is destroying everything. DauT's position's looking stronger and stronger in my eyes, guys. Granted, you know, he has lost a few crossbows, but it's not that big a deal. Can he deny this castle? He might be able to deny this castle. It's so close. No, it won't be denied. Castle goes up. Units will go down now for DauT, so that ends up working out for TaToH. Plumed archers, monks. Everything going down. 1, 2 castles for DauT. Well, you know, he doesn't have the potential for a lot of plumes. Fun drinking game for people who watch this later. Take a shot every time TaToH loses a scorpion. I'm kidding. Don't do that. That's not safe. Where are the barracks at for TaToH? Okay, so the barracks are kind of over here. Remember, you need the armor upgrades, which takes a lot of resources and time. You need to go from man-at-arms. So first, supplies, man-at-arms, longsword, two-handed swordsman, champion. Plus the blacksmith upgrades. It takes so much time. I really don't understand the scorpions. I really don't understand. He's made far too many of them. Trying to raid back here. And so now he's given up on what he was doing so well with mobility. He's going to make this a slower game by going for champion. And he's still not able to force any fights with it in imp. This is precisely what I brought up. You lose all momentum if you try and open imp with champion here. And I see a lot of pros doing this. I saw it in Red Bull Wololo. I saw it in other events too. Really, I don't think it's ideal for TaToH, but I am excited to see how good the champions perform. Because DauT hasn't really been able to damage TaToH's economy too much just yet. See, if Cavalier was in, this could have been raided by now. This side might still be locked down. You could dive in and take out the Trebs. If you open Cavalier, I'm telling you, there's so much more you can do. And you take those advantages to the bank, and then you switch into champions. But TaToH just wants to defend with towers for now, apparently. Because he's gonna... Well, he was dropping a castle over here. So was DauT. DauT just deleted his, and he's gonna treb down TaToH's. Champion's still not in. TaToH's castle here is gone. TaToH's off of this gold, off of these farms. DauT will have castles for plumed archers at this rate, guys. TaToH has no stone. If DauT holds this, DauT wins the game. I'm fairly certain. Champion's still not in, but let's see if it's holdable, because the Treb's now gone down. DauT has 40 military, but he doesn't have the position all in the same spot. And these Arbalests, I mean, half of his military is just sitting underneath the tower right now. When DauT actually needs a little bit more on this side. Elite plumed archer now on the way. Elite plumed archer, a +2 bonus against infantry. So now you don't have champion. You have extra pierce armor, but does it even matter? These units are just going to get wrecked by plumes. Yeah, I think TaToH, and I could be wrong, but I think TaToH going for the champion tech switch is a classic mistake that probably loses him the game. We'll see. We'll see, but he cannot kill this still. DauT has all the stone in the world to repair this. He's going to probably treb this back and then push this, and then TaToH has no control. Yeah, it was just a mistake. It's an understandable mistake. Okay, DauT loses the castle. It's an understandable mistake because you think, how do I counter archers with Malians? And you immediately think of champion. But opening Cavalier, I think, does more for you. We'll see if these two-handed swordsmen can clear this at least. They've been here for a while. And DauT's just going to expand to more and more castles. Actually, will he? Champion's on the way for TaToH. He could deny this. The populations are similar. And that would be wasted stone for DauT. That will be denied. That gets cleared. TaToH. Oh, God, no! He forgot about the Trebs. No! Oh, God. That's actually... I guess he just assumed they were going to go down, so he clicked them on something before they go down. 4 trebs going down. That's brutal. And DauT will just make another castle here once this treb's out of the picture. This castle still denied, but could be completed soon by DauT. TaToH will be on champion in moments. Let's see how it goes. So it will be 8 Pierce armor. How will the Plumed Archers do? I think they'll do pretty damn good. Plus, you can run away from them. DauT had a TC over here. I like this from TaToH. Because if it's a death ball of plumes, it's hard to fight. But if you can split up, higher numbers of Plumed Archers are going to be needed for DauT. So that TC will be out of the picture. TaToH has a lot on gold and a lot on food right now. I'd love to be proven wrong. Obviously, I think I've been proven right in his loss of momentum, but it's still not like Champion's bad here. He just might need a little bit more as he's getting some other technologies right now. 8 Pierce Armor Champion. Many people call them Champ Scarls. Not quite a Huskarl, but as close as it gets, I think, if you're not Goths. Barrack's starting to go down for TaToH. His buildings are a bit cheaper, so we can always add more of them. And DauT just needs to be aggressive with these Plumed Archers. He's one-shotting these bad boys, right? So as long as he's hitting and running, I think he's okay here. Oh. Okay. Could have been better. Could have been better. TaToH was able to get some good kills there. And I actually think that might be the distraction aspect. If TaToH can take DauT's focus away from these fights, he's going to be in a really good spot. So raids need to continue here. Castle Fire and Plumes, though, will kill these champions. Eco, military, everything looking pretty even. Reminder, it's 3-2 with the relics, which you can see at the bottom left. Malian skirmishers are pretty garbage. They don't get full blacksmith upgrades. But maybe TaToH's realizing that he needs more than just champions against the plumes. I think he's losing far too many champions right now for me to really feel confident about his position. And if it's ever just skirmishers, it's so easy for the plumes to take them down. DauT's position looks to be very strong for me right now. This castle here protects from any raids, as does this castle, as does this castle. He's got a lot of Plumed Archers in the queue. And he's not... If you get to 50 plumes, there's just no way you engage against that if you're Malians, unless you have a lot of siege. And so TaToH's KD is probably just going to get worse and worse and worse over the rest of this game. Be my guess anyways. Yeah, it's about pop efficiency, right? So someone just said, but Malian skirmishers do get the final armor upgrade and thumb ring. Sure. But what's going to be stronger? 80 Plumed Archers or a mix of champions and skirmishers at 80 pop? The 80 Plumed Archers are going to be stronger. So TaToH would need to outmass the plumes, which he just simply cannot do. Lacking Bracer is why I said their skirmishers are garbage. But actually, I think it's better to have skirmishers with the final armor upgrade and no Bracer than to have skirmishers with Bracer and no armor. In most situations. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, no. DauT. I guess saying, oh, DauT and oh, God is the same thing because he's the Lord. But, oh, man. So for the second time in this game, we see a player lose 4 trebs. And the first time it was TaToH. Still has so much gold banked. He also has 3 relics. But it does eventually get to a point, like if there's 0 gold, then you're just relying on relics, where Malians can at least make skirmishers and light cav. Mayans can't make light cav. But I just don't see TaToH being able to hold against this many plumes. I really don't. But maybe I should be more creative with my thinking. Maybe he's doing what he needs to do right now. Maybe he's holding already. And it will get to a point where DauT is out of all that gold. Because with 31 on gold, you've got to think he's going to run out of wherever that is pretty soon. And running out there. Sorry, I'm just going to pan around and see where the gold income is. Yeah, and then look at that. Like, he's got 15 villagers, 10 villagers right there. TaToH does have the long-term edge in terms of being able to make light cav and skirm. So the KD's just god-awful, but maybe it'll end up being enough for him. The Plumed Archers are just so strong right now. But, you know, DauT's going to need a real way to kill TaToH, and he lost his trebs. If TaToH completes this castle, which I think he might, it will protect a really important area of his eco so the Plumed Archers can't raid him. Well, he might not, actually. No, he should. TaToH will lose villagers, but he should complete that. And then DauT will lose some plumes if he doesn't get out of here. Here we go. Okay, so DauT now with just 15 on gold. He does have a lot of gold and wood banked. Plumed Archers are wrecking everything. And now we see, I believe that is Tigui, the unique tech for Malians, where TCs will fire arrows when you do not have units garrisoned, which will end up being really important. This is going to hurt TaToH so much. Look at the military count. At DauT, I think we'll click Siege Ram here, and DauT will start pushing in with the Rams to take out the buildings. 92 military versus 43, and 92 military is superior to everything that TaToH can make. Champions are bad here, and skirmishers are bad here. I'm telling you, if he opens Cavalier, it's a very different game. You have to open with something else, switch into champion as the killer blow. Champions are never going to be the unit in this Civ matchup that you open with and have success with. DauT played it perfectly with the Plumed Archers. I think TaToH made some mistakes in trying to open champion, and that's all she wrote, as DauT wins 2 in a row and goes up 2-1 here. Ultimately, a really good game. It's not like I'm an opinionated guy. My job is to talk about the strategy of it, and of course, with that comes some strong opinions. It's not like it's oh my god, what a throw or whatever. It's not like it's like that, but I think it was a poor decision from TaToH. And I don't even think it would have been easy if he opens Cavalier and then switches into champion. I just think he would have had a better chance. What has Dave been saying for years? Mayan privilege. They can get away with so much. Remember how down and out DauT looked at this stage of the game? He lost a couple balls of crossbows, and he still was able to make it happen in this game. A lot more wood, a lot more gold collected, a lot more stone. And that's all he needed.
I have socks with DauT's face on them. When can we get some with yours on?
I'll think about it. There's the APM for people who wanted to see that. We toggled through the economy tab. The other two tabs, not really the most important if you ask me. And we will move on now to one of TaToH's home maps. He might be kicking himself for that one, because I think he could have had slightly better execution in some ways. A game 4 will be on either...
Thanks for all the entertainment and keeping this game growing with family-friendly content. To celebrate our first anniversary, I am smoking salmon for dinner as I eagerly await the colleague. #T90.
Zinger, that's funny. Yeah, I'm eagerly awaiting that as well. Okay, so TaToH has African Waters, and he has Northern Islands available as home maps. Northern Islands was in Red Bull Wolo 4, but I don't think it'll be played Empire War style, so that'll be different. And then the other map was in previous events years ago, and I'm sure TaToH will be in soon, so we'll know, and I'll be able to tell you. Should DauT have teched into onagers sooner for efficiency and kill? DauT did everything he needed to do. Onager was never going to be necessary there. Because his Plumed Archers were taking out champions and skirmishers. TaToH going onager would also be a little weird because of just how good players are at microing them down and it being pretty slow. But yeah, in terms of DauT's decisions there, I think he played it perfectly. El Braca says, how long is this stream going to be? It depends. Is that a surprising answer to you? Maybe not. Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't really tell you. I can tell you we're going to cast more after this best of 7. Maybe it'll be another 4 hours. Maybe it'll be another 5. I think it's going to be like 3.5, 4.5 more, but I am an old man now. I get tired. I get exhausted. I try and pace myself, so can't really give you too much more info than that. I missed the random baby shark completely catching you off guard midstream. Yeah, that was crazy, man. I would love to think of some ideas for some crazy alerts, even of ones that scare me, but baby shark's not an option anymore. Baby shark is not an option anymore. The amount of YouTube videos that got, what's the word? That got demonetized because Baby Shark played for 20 seconds during a Twitch stream and then uploaded it to YouTube is insane. I think, over 150 YouTube videos that are still up on my channel. All the money, all the revenue for those videos, not that it's a lot, goes directly to Baby Shark. Because that's how it works on YouTube. If you have 10 seconds of someone else's content in an hour-long video, they get all the monies. So Baby Shark is raking in the T90 YouTube money right now. As it should. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. I don't think if I play 10 seconds of someone else's content that they should get the rights to ads on the whole 5-hour video or whatever it is, right? I don't think now I also don't think that people should be able to like play other people's content. Copyright is a little tricky, but the all or nothing aspect of it is a little extreme, I think, for YouTube. Anyways, it was a fun time. For a while, I had that as a dono alert, and I think we still have the emote, actually. No, we don't. Wait, do we? T90 do? No, we don't have the T90 do. I know if you have the bit emotes, Dux has one. It's like a gold. It's a gold T90 do. I think to get that, I don't know, man. There's so many different ways to get emotes now. Okay, if you donate $100 in bits, you have the unlocked forever. That's what it is. Crazy. Crazy. But don't feel obligated. Obviously, we're not going to play that on the stream. YouTube truly is scum. I also disagree with that. Why does everything need to be so black and white? I think YouTube has really improved in some ways, but YouTube has been crappy in other ways. I think you could say the same for Twitch. But yeah, we're not going to turn this into talking about the logistics of YouTube and Twitch stream because it would be a very, 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 very long stream. So T90 hot tub stream when? Never. Sorry. SO the strongest, thank you for 4. Thank you, Ron Roy, for 2. Major Tom, thank you for the 35. Happy 4th to everyone who's celebrating. And happy 4th to everyone who's not. Just be happy. It's the 4th. For no reason for you. Northern Isles is the next map. And it will be Byzantines versus Portuguese. I could be wrong. I don't think they're playing this on Empire Wars. I think they play this with the Dark Age start. Yes. Okay, so this is very different. Let's load in. And I'm just going to speed up in the actual game, and then we should be caught up. So, smile in chat if you watched any of the Red Bull Wololo 4 events. I saw some of you guys in chat. Obviously, I didn't communicate with you guys when I was casting on the Red Bull channel. But, what the? Did DauT just send a sheep over to TaToH? What the? Did you see that? Anyways, this is a map that was played with Empire War settings where you have 27 pop at the start. But we're playing, or they're playing the map with a standard start. And I think DauT either stole the sheep. I don't know what happened, but all I saw was DauT's transport came over here and dropped the sheep off at TaToH's base. So maybe he, feels bad because he just won 2 games or something. But they've switched the colors on us again. So you know what we're going to do? We are going to change the colors back. Boom. So DauT is blue again and TaToH is red. If the players can't handle their crap, we're going to handle it for them. Oh, Duck says, no, I already handled the bets. Well, do the bets. Do the bets again, I guess. A Byzantines for TaToH. You do start with a transport on this map, just to be clear. And I guess this is going to be a completely different scenario if they're playing it out in Standard Age. In Empire Wars, you also start with a back dock with fishing ships. So here, I think you have to add that manually, which you see DauT doing. What changes because of the slower start here? It's completely different. I think having the transport for the next 5 or however long, but having the transport for all of Dark Age is really nice because you could full-on scout everything at the enemy base, and there's nothing they can do to stop that. It's not like they can make any units, so we might see some excess scouting. Overall, I think that we're still going to see fast feudal into some water control here. Both players have gone for the back dock approach. It's not like the fishing is any more efficient on the front, so back makes sense. Yeah, there's a lot of 2-1s on our screen right now. Hopefully that's not confusing for you guys.
Twitch Prime, I think it was.
But I think I'd prefer
Oh no, I accidentally
Byzantines
used my prime
here. But not insanely, not an insane amount over Portuguese. Portuguese can work really well on water maps. I think this is maybe going to be a situation where we see a galley opening from DauT, where TaToH tries to go for fires. I'll actually tell you guys a build order that is one of my favorite island build orders from TaToH, just in the off chance he tries this. Now, he would normally do it with Italians, but what he would do would be back dock, and he would, instead of making 3 or 4 fishing ships and go feudal, he would make about 6 or 7 and delay his feudal. The enemy would go fast feudal on him, and as the enemy was going fast feudal on him, he would kind of split off his fishing ships to run to safety, and then as he's on his way to Castle Age and the enemy's overwhelming him on water, he'd go 2 front docks. If he still had fish, he would bring them to the safe docks. He would then get the water upgrades in Castle Age and go kill the enemy fish in docks. And it almost looks like that's exactly what he's doing. I think he's doing that build. So you give up water control for a faster Castle Age, and then you take water control with the faster Castle Age. It's certainly a different approach than DauT. DauT's gone for the 4 fishing ships and fast feudal option. But I think Italians are much better for that build because of the cheap fishing ships and it being cheaper to go to the next stage. But actually, oh, TaToH, big mistake here. His transport's out of position. And if he's later to feudal, DauT will kill this scout. Yeah, Sat, this actually is the exact map that we saw when Hera and DauT played in Red Bull Wololo. It's just completely different because they start in Dark Age. All right. So transport, I guess, is still around. And let's see DauT's approach. I'm actually really confused. He hasn't added other docks yet, as far as I'm aware. He hasn't added a barracks yet. Now he's adding a barracks. Why do you even go feudal age this fast if you're not going to make a fire galley? I have no clue what's happening. Also, TaToH's unable to go fast castle with these resources, so it's not going to be the build order I talked about before. I think DauT was full on expecting something weird from TaToH. Look, he walled, he added a barracks, and he saw the scout, remember. So I think there's actually some paranoia from DauT that he's going to be pressured. And it might not end up happening for him here. Oh, but he could get a Vil. There's not enough villagers to hide in that town center and shoot a lot of arrows. So, okay, never mind. They shot enough, and DauT does not kill the Vil. DauT scouting, sees the villagers on gold. TaToH scout is actually back home now. And TaToH, no barracks himself, which means no archer range. So if DauT sends archers over, TaToH might be forced to tower. Scouts engaging here. TaToH's winning that fight. And DauT will pull the transport over to try and save his scout, as he should. And whoop! See ya! He's out of there. Going back home. And TaToH's going to chase him. oh, come on. Chase him, man. Well, it'd be kind of funny if he were to chase that scout over there, and then DauT would use the transport to send over archers, and TaToH would not see it. So maybe TaToH doesn't want that to happen. He just wants to protect himself for now. Not bad. Not bad at all. As we do see some water control from TaToH. It's just going to take a while to get over there. But fire galley on the left. Fire galley on the right. DauT didn't make any fire galleys until now, which is really questionable to me. But he is going to transport over. See if DauT's able to keep his fish alive, though. Oh! They see each other! Just passing! And that is TaToH's scout. This is what I mean. How does TaToH react to this? He arrives over here. He sees the archer, which he could actually kill. So that should tell him that more archers could be coming, but I don't think he spotted the original transport. And with Byzantines, thankfully you get free town watch, so he will be able to see that from distance. And he ended up losing the scout too. That's a big deal. Also, DauT has fletching, which is a big deal. And DauT has defended on water.
Front
Wait,
door
what?
extended.
Wait, what? Did TaToH's fire galleys never make it back there? I'm really confused. TaToH had 3 fire galleys and DauT had 1. I don't understand that. I think my guess is TaToH never made it back there. I could be wrong, though. That's so weird to me. I feel like with those fires, they should be in position. As TaToH has to leave this gold, and he has to go to this gold now, and he also has to get this range up to be able to make some skirmishers. So 2 archers and a few villagers, and DauT has caused a whole lot of panic over here at TaToH's base. Then again, TaToH will be up to Castle Age a little faster, I think. Really like how DauT just stopped making this tower and immediately shifted over when TaToH reacted like that. And okay, DauT had fishing ships on the front, but just 1. It's not the biggest deal for DauT, as he's also going to send over more archers. And DauT won't be too far behind to the next stage. I really do like DauT's position right now. Forcing a lot of reactions from TaToH. Thank you, Chinelli. Thank you, Lord Metz. Lord Metz. Thank you. Archers. Good decision from TaToH to pre-tower this. TaToH doesn't even have fletching on his skirms yet. They won't even be that effective. But tower will go up anyways for TaToH. And now he'll probably end up getting fletching. All right. Well, DauT's got villagers here. And they're mining stone. They could maybe make a stable to make some knights. Knights would be epic in this spot because the enemy's making skirms and has towers. TaToH's eco is messy. The big thing I want to circle back to is just how TaToH's had all these fire galleys and he hasn't killed fishing ships. He might not even assume that... I don't know what he's thinking, actually, because I don't know why there's not anything back there. But that was his original intention. Didn't end up happening. But still could happen, right? But now DauT is seeing the fires, and he's going to react with his own. That's the concern. Ooh, skirmishers are here. Normally, you'd value the skirmishers against the archers, and you'd think that that'd be the play. But the initial fight was a little weak. He still ends up trading 1 for 1. And now I can see DauT has the villagers here, and you can see that DauT is making a stable. So with that food income, I actually think TaToH should make camels here. Byzantine camels are very, very strong and very cheap. And he's going to go double stable, yeah. Just go knight camel, clear this up, and then I think focus on water. Because water still will be really important here. As for DauT, he doesn't have as much floating in terms of res. And I think he's hoping that this will force an overreaction from TaToH. And that he can buy himself some time. But... resources are going to be huge here, and I don't see him being able to boom. Whereas I think TaToH is going to be able to boom and also clear. So I like TaToH's position a little more. Just the small things. Oh, wait, but this could be good. DauT made it back here, but he looks like he's been tracked. Okay. And they'll both get the water upgrades, so... Ooh, actually, let's see if TaToH micros this. This is important. Wait a second. Who wins this? The Byzantine fire? Oh, they both went down. Okay, I'm actually going to go back to that one after the game ends. Because that was interesting. DauT's upgrades were in faster, but the Byzantine fires firing faster made a difference. DauT trying to keep the villagers alive. DauT trying to raid with a knight. All of which is kind of being denied by TaToH. The villagers are still alive, don't get me wrong. See this fire being tracked. And TaToH could still, if he's paying attention to this, kill 2 fishing ships with that fire. That's what TaToH's known for. Not necessarily winning full water, but he's real good at getting the Castle Age fires and sniping fish, as you can see. Oh, there you go. See? I'm not full of it. That's a big deal. Now trying to micro, and okay, 1 fishing kill, but it's still something. Will we see any second, third town centers? Yeah, DauT's just added a second. The longer he's able to threaten TaToH on water and lands, the longer that TaToH delays his own eco expansion. I mean, plus, TaToH can't comfortably take resources here right now. Oh my god, is that villager going to kill the monk right now? Oh, no. She was on the blue team, and then she was on the red team, and now she's on the blue team again. It's like laser tag. When you're a kid. Nobody wants you on your team. Gym class flashbacks for that villager. Always getting picked last. 2 knights in here. That's definitely not going to be enough to contest this. So yeah, I think eventually DauT loses his whole position. It's just how long can he stay here? How long can he be a threat as he... Oh, okay. Pushes this away with the threat of a conversion. Kills the monk and then could also get a conversion right back. Yeah, he does. I mean, that definitely is buying him some time here. Valuable time. Real annoying for TaToH, I bet. It's like, let me kill you. I also like how the relic is right there. I wonder if DauT can pick that up. DauT defending on water on the front. Has a town center here, here, and here. DauT's in a good spot now, I think. Economically, anyways. In a really nice position. But then again, we'll probably lose these 3 villagers eventually. I like what TaToH's thinking. Just add a Mangonel. And a Mangonel will take care of all of that, and you don't have to stress too much about it. Now, if it goes on for a long time, you do always have to think about the Portuguese potential with the Feitoria. That building that costs 250 gold and 250 stone, and it brings you a trickle of resources. You've got to think about that. That said, on this map, there's a lot of extra res in the center. And there's so many resources on each island anyways. So I really don't think getting to a Feitoria game is realistic here. It was realistic in the Red Bull settings because of the score thing. Where if you have more score, you could maybe win a game, which is kind of cheesy. And Vinchester realized, well, if I make these things, it boosts my score, even if I'm 100 pop behind somebody. And almost took advantage of that if you watch that tournament. But here, I really don't think getting to Feitoria should be in DauT's mind at all, as he did not at all react to that in time. And TaToH is going to get some Vil picks here. He's going to get 1 and should be 2 and potentially more. DauT only has, as he gets a conversion though, he only has monks at home to defend from this. So TaToH is going to kill more villagers now. I think it's worth it for TaToH to just dive in for Vils. There's nothing else to really dive in for here. DauT is struggling. And also there's a Mangonel here. So TaToH extending a lead a little bit now. Yeah, I mean, your resources are just going to be used a little bit differently. And so in these settings especially, I just don't see how this gets to Feitoria. I mean, knock on wood, because I don't want it to get to that point. It would be a very long game here. Whoa, DauT's got a lot of fire ships here, guys. He's got a lot of fire ships. TaToH has fishing ships he needs to protect. I see him make a demo there in that dock. And finally, he's cleaned up the villagers that DauT had. Yep, there's just an archer remaining here. DauT has also cleaned up that little raid that TaToH had going. Awkwardly, but he's cleared it. TaToH with the demo. DauT gets rocked by one, but still has plenty of fires. But TaToH's just going to sail over here with his fishing ships. He should be able to deal with that. Ooh, DauT in the middle. Interesting timing on going to the middle here. Normally, I don't think about this until maybe 10 minutes from now. This has been a quality series. Watching DauT and TaToH play each other is so much fun. Because it's such a fine mix of all the skills you want to see in high-level Age of Empires. Both players are excellent at buying time in when they're behind in situations. Both players are excellent with their macro. Both players are even excellent with their micro, memes aside, and they also have real good strategic minds. Boom! And TaToH's so well known for his demos. It was never a doubt. Never a doubt. I knew it was going to happen. And, oh, even able to get some fishing ship picks over here. I think he just got 1. As we see a university for DauT, and I think DauT will click up to Imp here shortly. Which is impressive, because he has to pay the full price. Byzantines do not. And he's beating Byzantines to Imp. But I think TaToH will be up right behind him anyways. Thank you to all the... I'm not going to say individual names just yet, because this is about to get crazy. Thank you very much to all the individual new subs and primes today. I do see some of you here. I'll get to you if I have a chance. Some of the resubs like Fluffy Cucumbers. Ugh, God, that name. Thank you. Thank you for the love from Frieza and Shanked by a Crab earlier. Segway Carp. And all the weird names are coming out today. Thank you. Zinger. Appreciate it. Thank you, Akatsu, for the 16 months. He says, are you going to cast the secret community game from Friday? I think so. I think it is my plan to do so for YouTube, yes. But I have never done that before, so it'll be more unique. I heard it was really good, so I'm not sure if you got in on that one, actually. I forget. Super Soup, thanks for the 7 as well. All right. We've got fires coming out from TaToH, so he'll probably commit towards that.
So I could watch more.
Look at how many different units DauT has right now. So many that we need to see the second column utilized here. Cav archers, monks, spearmen, scout, galleys, transport, fires, and demos. And that was a big demo right there. I've seen a couple people recently suggesting I cast games for YouTube. I know it might be like a little extra work for you guys, but if you see a game and it's really sick, post it in game submissions on Discord and just give me a paragraph description of what happens. Especially if it's, you know, a couple of your favorite players at a high level or whatever. Maybe post the link on AoE2.net. If I didn't hear about it, it's always like nice to see it there. 99.9% of the games that are posted there I don't get to cast, but it is better than saying it in Twitch chat sometimes because I'm in the midst of casting. Because I will just hear about it and say, wow, that sounds good, and then I'll just forget about it, right? So expect some big booms. If you are a sub, we have the demo emote. Get ready to use it. Heavy demo on the way for DauT. You really do have to be scared of these Byzantine fires. Byzantine fires fire so much faster. And then Greek fire as well is a unique tech that they can get out of their castle. I really like DauT's castle spot because it's not easy for TaToH to treb this castle down from his shoreline, but it is still possible from this side. Fast fire getting so much control for TaToH right now. And I think the important thing is that he just mixes in some galleys behind it, some war galleys. So we'll probably start to see him getting things like ballistics and bodkin arrow. There's bodkin arrow. Boom! Yeah, DauT's just going to try and pick his spots with demos, but his docks are gone. This one from 0 to 100 really freaking quick. He does not have many docks to make these anymore. And also, you don't want to have 4 demos in one dock against 4 fires. You want to have 1v3 every time, ideally. Because demos are a one-and-done unit. Ah! Like, this is good for TaToH. TaToH will be happy with that. Not that he's paying attention to it. I think he's probably looking everywhere else. And he has Mangonels behind the wood line. Man, things were looking so good for DauT. And TaToH's going to transport now. And look what he's doing. He's actually going Cannon Galleon already. That's some Pog right there. That's exciting, man. Oh, my God. Okay, looks like he's never using that fire ship. I hate it when that crap happens. That's the worst. Oh, man. Well, he probably wants to get Cannon Galleons here to be able to contest to the middle, contest for the middle, but not sure if he has the protection yet. You need to make sure that you have Navy to constantly protect yourself. Well, all right. I don't see any Fatorias for DauT. Talked about the possibility, not seeing it. Here he's used a few throwaway units to take out the Mangonels. TaToH's going to mix in crossbow, though. Siege Workshop for DauT's trying to produce another bombard cannon and will get it out. So we see a lot of cannonballs right now. Don't ask me how this tiny cannon... I mean, there's a massive difference between the size of the cannon that guy's pushing around and the size of the cannon on this ship. And somehow the tinier cannon shoots the same size ball and shoots it faster. Just Age of Empires things. And oh, the demos! The demos for DauT! This is so huge! Oh, man. Can he get another one? Well, he didn't get the Cannon Galleons, but that was still more than worth it for him. And DauT's now going to try... Oh, no! DauT's now going to try and drop a castle here. I guess there's only 3 crossbows. There's only 1 skirm, but there's also a ram there. This is a very messy game right now where the populations are pretty even. It's just that TaToH has a lot more military, whereas DauT has a lot more economy. And DauT still microing against the cannon galleons. Well, the castle's going to go up, and DauT could actually just use villagers against the rams. And that castle spot might not end up being too bad for DauT, actually. It's just, can he get docks up again? Yes, he can. DauT's still in this game. If he can get galleon with heavy demos, DauT's in a great position still. He's been taking all the stone and all the gold in the middle. Again, I feel like TaToH's transitions have been a little weak today. He gained a lead in the previous game, and I talked about how he maybe could have done a few things different. Really odd to me how he made cannon galleon before having any galleon support. That is not at all common. And now his fires can't push out comfortably because there's demos. And he doesn't have his own galleons to hit the enemy galleons or the demos. So, advantage DauT right now, if you ask me. It was very slow to getting units out of these buildings, too. But maybe he's going to end up pushing in with the Rams still. We'll see. DauT was very quick to get the middle area. I think he'll be loving life right now. The overall KD is there, and DauT has 3-2 with relics. So, long term, DauT will have the resources. Plus, he's Portuguese. And just now, ballistics coming in for TaToH. That could have been faster. He doesn't have even many docks on the front to contest the front. He's more so docking on the side. I mean, this tells you everything. The fact that these war galleys have been able to chase down a cannon galleon this whole time tells you how rough TaToH's transitions were. Oh, man. 3,000 gold for DauT. And his gold units are discounted with his Civ. As he will, or has made a lot of organ guns. Yeah, I think DauT will pretty much assume that this is dealt with now. And he's going to focus on the water, as you should. It's an isle. Northern Isles. Also like how he's not making Fetorias. You want to start making Fetorias when you think you're going to run out of res. I don't think you start making Fetorias now. You need the pop space. TaToH desperate to do damage on land. Maybe TaToH thinks it's unwinnable against Portuguese late game. I mean, if it gets to a certain point, yes. But I felt like he could have controlled the water, you know? And he didn't. He's not doing that. And DauT's just going to sit back and drop castles everywhere. TaToH's making the wrong decisions here. There's no way you can really threaten DauT on land. And DauT's going to have water. And I think DauT will have the superior force on water now as well. And now you start to question if this is winnable at all for Byzantines. DauT has taken all the resources in the middle. Still working on that, of course. DauT has the cheaper water tech. And I think he has the stronger tech as well with getting Galleon and demos out. And then, even if things get really bad, he could always make the Feitoria to rely on resources forever. TaToH is wasted his advantages here. Yet again. And now what? Okay, he's docked over here. DauT is has not been perfect in some ways here. I think he could definitely spend his resources a bit faster. It's surprising to me that he doesn't have more docks. And it's surprising to me that he still has 3k gold. But he's working on that as we speak. Obviously focused on the positions here. He's focused on the right side. Wanted to take care of those builds just in case. And also was focused on the left side. TaToH getting Hussar now. And he's dropping stables here. TaToH, you're a madman. Listen, I don't think this is how he needs to win the game. But it's hilarious to me that he somehow made it in another area of DauT's base. And DauT hasn't reacted to it yet. DauT probably thinks he's got this sorted by now. Like, I think DauT should be using this. You either use it along the back side of your base or the sides of your base, or use it on the front. So, I don't know. I think the longer I cast, the higher my standards are for players. It is just a charity event. So I don't think this is like It's not like these guys trained for this or anything. It's not like one of the big S-tier tournaments. Not taking anything away from the event. This has been really cool. But there's just been some cracks in the armor for these guys. They're not quite doing as well as you might expect in some of those bigger events. So it's certainly provided an entertaining game for us. This DauT is just going to drop another castle. I mean, he's mined so much stone in the middle. He could make castles everywhere. I love the cracks in the armor phrase, all right? Don't judge, Cross. Don't judge. I'll make a phrase about you. Siege Workshop for TaToH now. Okay, he's getting shipwright, so tells me that TaToH's going to think more about water now. But DauT's dropping a castle on him and has organ guns here, which I don't think TaToH has realized yet. DauT doesn't have handcart. I mean, that is probably the 15th thing on the list right now of things that are really important. I think that ultimately it's about wood and gold long term on a water map, but maybe it would help a little bit to have that upgrade. DauT's going to treb this down. If it even goes up, I think it will. And DauT just has more military. Do not understand how TaToH had 30 military to 4, and then he just completely gave up on dominating water. It's very weird to me. I think he probably just assumed that he had won it way too early, and then said, okay, let's kill him on lands too. And DauT was far from finished on water, as you can see here. I don't see how TaToH wins this now. He's just lost so many villas. He's going to lose this castle. His stables are going down. He is up against Portuguese, where Portuguese can always make Feitorias. It's a strong option for them. Maybe something you start to see from DauT. Even just making one now might make a little bit more sense, but he's taken everything in the middle. He's protected everything on the sides with castles. Looks like this is over for TaToH, man, who started off game one really strong. DauT maybe a little greedy there. And TaToH was ahead in this game. TaToH was ahead in the previous game as well. Granted, he wasn't way ahead, but he was ahead. Another trebuchet goes down. 1, 2, 3, 4 castles at home. 1 castle in the middle, that's 5. 6 and 7 going forward on TaToH's base. And the guy still has stone to make more. This is insane. GG. DauT goes up 3-1 with 3 straight wins. An interesting game. A very interesting game. I think the one thing I wanted to look back on was this moment right here. It's pretty unimportant, but I did timestamp it, so I just wanted to double check. For me, DauT did an excellent job distracting with that landing, and it allowed him to get back into the game as far as the boom was concerned. Oh, yeah, I wanted to watch this fight. Look at this. Look at how close this was. So Byzantine firing speed making a difference, and then it was just the photo finish with both fires going down at the end there. But yeah, that's obviously not what was the most important thing in this game. I think DauT delaying here and buying 5 minutes with something that was basically completely countered, if not for walls, won him the game. That and TaToH's inability to win water, but this should never have happened, right? These villagers should have died. The monks that were here, the knights that were here, all should have been countered. And what DauT was able to do while that was being dealt with, and he was being stubborn, was get his eco on track and focus on water a little bit more. But even still, like, look right here. Where was the point of the game where I thought TaToH had a massive lead? No, it wasn't here. It was before that. Look at this. Look at this position. TaToH 28 army versus 8. And he knows DauT is now castling the middle. To me, you go fast fire and you flood the map, which TaToH ended up doing over those couple minutes. You drop your castle here, and you start making trebs against that. And you switch into Galleon. Massive lead here. Big control. Ended up getting Mangonels behind the woodline of all things. He just didn't switch into Galleon. He didn't keep his foot on the gas with water. And then his landings were just denied. Like this right here, I think, is what lost TaToH the game. The landings were denied by castle drops. And then DauT ended up just controlling the water, which TaToH should have done in the first place. That's all she wrote. Okay. Yeah, let's take a look here. Yeah, Alevol, it's also easier to micro bombard cannons against cannon galleons than it is to micro cannon galleons against bombard cannons, because bombard cannons fire a bit faster too. So that's another thing to keep in mind. Bombard cannons, for some reason, fire faster, and so the accuracy there and the rate of hits you're gonna get compared to cannon galleons is a lot different. Score now is 3-1 in this best of 7. If DauT wins one more game, he will win the finals here, but this has been really fun. Next map will be TaToH's final home map, and I forget what it is. I will check right now. It is, wait, TaToH doesn't have a home map remaining. Does he? Let's see. We played Fish and Fish. We played Northern Isles. And, oh, we have African Waters. I'm wrong. Yep, we have African Waters. So his very first home map we just haven't seen yet, and we'll see that next. Should be any moment now. Thank you, Nail. Says you can never have enough Fatorias. Well, DauT didn't need it. He's too good for the Fatorias. Thanks for 4. Neftron, that is rather interesting. He says, happy to see heavy demo ships on the 4th of July. Yeah. That's true. I didn't really relate the two, but got some plenty of fireworks there on the water. Thank you, Black Octopus. Which civ do you think they'll pick? I'm actually not even looking at the draft right now because there's so many maps remaining and I don't know what the other maps are, which makes it hard to adjust or scheme. African Waters, something like Malay makes sense for DauT. And I'll show you the draft and try and take off the civs we've already seen today. Something like Malians. No, TaToH already used Malians. Let's see. He lost with Malians. He lost with Byzantines. He lost with Turks. DauT was able to get wins with Portuguese and Mayans.
Twitch Prime, I think it was.
I think DauT goes Malay. Because it is a map with water. You could also maybe go something like Saracens. Actually, Magyars would be good as well. It's really hard to say what DauT will pick. It's really hard to say what TaToH will pick. Like, I suppose you could even go Vikings if you dock in a certain position. But yeah, for this particular best of 7, I'm not going to speculate too hard just because what civs are picked here also is based on what the other maps are going to be, and I'm not too familiar with all the maps if we see more. So I think I'll leave it at that. Like, if Monocle's out there, and I think it is, DauT will probably want to save Magyars if he's smart about it. Thank you, Astar, for the 1.5 years. Jeez. Will the eco-efficiency stat be added to your version of CA? That stat was really cool in Red Bull Wololo. Yeah, I have it available. And I use it at times that I feel it's necessary. So I'm pretty picky about what I want to be shown on the screen all the time because while Capture Age provides some really interesting data, and I know people appreciate it, I don't want too many numbers flashing on the screen because I think it's distracting and it's not as professional. So let's say DauT sends 3 knights or like all throughout TaToH's eco, and then TaToH has a lot of idle time. Then it's kind of my job to show you that stat in particular. Does that make sense? So it's not going to be like flashing on the screen in 20 different areas, but it is something I should have available now. Yo, what's up, Bats? Thank you for another gifted sub. Also, I think that they need to change how it looks for me, but I'll show you in the next game. Thanks for the reminder.
In the next community game after I donated all that money to you.
What?
You're the best T90 salute.
No. I did not promise you a spot in the community game because you donated money to me. It's not true. Hardest YOLO, thank you for the 9 months. You guys are the worst. The best way to replace Baby Shark is to make my own rendition. Nope. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to embarrass myself like that. Sorry. Should be into the next game here soon. We are going to, after this, do something that's a little bit of a change of pace, but you guys might be down for it. Looks like they've started this game. We're going to see if this unique low elo legend is still roaring at people. That's all I'm going to say. Is he likes to say roar. And look at a few of his games. It's rather funny, okay? Oh, you know what? I actually confused this map with others. I was thinking of, what was that one map in... I was thinking of Cape of Storms. So I got Cape of Storms confused with African Waters. Anyways, we have African Waters here. This game's live, so I'm speeding up. And on African Waters, you have a bunch of elephants next to your TC. You can sometimes just try and steal the elephants that the others have. And then you have 4 pawns to work with, and normally you're going to see a big focus on those pawns to get fishing ships out. So this is what I think is going to happen here. I think when you're playing as Berbers, you can do one of two things. TaToH can either use the faster villagers to expand to more pawns, and including the enemy pond, and try and dock it and take out DauT's fish. Or, and maybe it's an and. Maybe he does both. I think the big thing you think about with Berbers is getting to Castle Age and using the cheap knights. And because you're so close to somebody, killing them or sending the knights out early would pretty much kill them. So it's either extremely greedy from TaToH or extremely aggressive. I honestly don't know what DauT's strat's going to be with Malay, because they're not quite as clear-cut on land. But they are really good water civ. It's just this isn't your standard water map, right? My favorite Malay bonus is how they have extra vision on their dot. Oh, that's TaToH. Oh my, I was like, that's not extra vision. Oops. There we go. That's extra vision. Okay. Did they switch the colors again? What the? Okay, I'm going to switch it back. Screw this crap. All right. So DauT is on the right in the blue again. And TaToH is on the left in the red just to make it consistent. Because that's why I was confused. I got to flip-flop myself. Malay do advance faster to the next stage, so you could maybe go... I mean, you really need to keep a close eye on your docks, because someone's going to try and dock your pond. So I would say, yeah, I mean, go for sneak villagers and try and take out TaToH's fishing ships if you're DauT. You do not have a scout. You have a Bactrian camel. You have a humpy boy as your scout, and they do not have the best vision either. So it's actually impossible to stop someone from docking your pond because you don't have anything to stop it. I was watching a nature documentary a month or two ago, and we saw... and it was like some Arabian landscape, and David Attenborough was like, here we have the Bactrian camel. And I was like, oh my god, that's an Age of Empires. Oh my god, that's an Age of Empires. And my girlfriend was like, can you not right now? And anyways, she got a little upset. But I got excited. I was like, it's real, it's real. They stole that from Age of Empires. That camel only exists in nature because of age. You want me to switch the top stats? I actually don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do that. Normally it does it automatically. So I unfortunately, that's a no. I can't change that. It does it automatically for me nowadays. So if there's a hotkey, I am not aware of it. And oh, okay, DauT notices that TaToH's over here. There's actually a chance here that DauT could deny that with a Vill, but it's tough against Berbers. Yeah, Berber villagers are fast, and TaToH is paying attention, and TaToH will complete this dock. So it's DauT on the defensive here on water, and he's forced to make a second dock to defend this. Alt plus S. Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, I just never have to use that. I never have to use that because it normally does it automatically. So thank you, chat. Okay, so yeah, there's other things that will probably be happening, but for now, it's all about that pond. It's a very, very weird map, I guess you could say. I think that this map is better for team games than it is for 1v1s personally. But I haven't, it's not like I've seen too many 1v1s here, so it definitely changes how you play it. In team games, you tend to have player roles. So you'll have one guy try and disrupt the ponds, and the other guy goes for land. In 1v1s, you're not able to do everything at once, so you kind of have to choose sometimes. So TaToH's actually adding up barracks now, but if he's adding a barracks and a stable and a range and all that, it takes away from resources he'll have elsewhere. But it's in a good spot, and I don't think that's a spot that DauT will see. As you see, DauT now docking the south. The name of the game is Fish and Chips. Or, as I like to say, fishing ships. Sorry. Still an elephant there for TaToH, so that could work out later. Both players will be having a range around the same time. Lodrog, thanks for 18. He says, I'm here for the T90 farms. There's plenty here. Chat will show you. Thank you. I feel like Persians would be really good on this map for 1v1. Because your docks have so much HP. Whereas this dock could actually be taken out in Feudal Age. A Persian dock, it'd take twice as long. It's so annoying playing 4 lakes or cross or anything if Persians get a dock on you. Because you just cannot kill it in Feudal. You get excited, you have 4 fires there, and then boom, a demo hits you, and then you're screwed. So it's just like, it's brutal, man. All right, well, at this point, both players are going to know that there's military out there. DauT, don't lose a skirmisher to a spearman. Please. Okay, he just now noticed. That would have been really sloppy, and he almost is going to lose this. In fact, he might lose this. Oh my god, that's a little sloppy there. Probably was focused on water. But TaToH's just going to be outnumbered here, and his fires are going to go down. What's up, Asto? Thank you for 9. Asto, by the way, I'm going to show you what I'm talking about here in a moment. That's DauT's scout, by the way, just chilling there. When I see the eco gets less efficient, I'm going to show you the stat. That way it's somewhat relevant to the game. I don't know why these guys don't put their camels on auto scout. I would have auto scouted that bad boy a long time ago. All right, well, DauT has fish in the south, which seems safe. He's also sneaking a dock over here, which is a big deal. He could take out all these fishing ships. TaToH has no clue that's happening. But TaToH also just killed 2 archers, and he could threaten DauT's land eco. So this is about to get crazy. Yeah, look at this. DauT's going skirm defense. He doesn't have enough skirms, but even if he did, the scouts will probably come out. I still think that tower is going to go up, but it does not protect the gold, which TaToH's about to find. Here's the stat I'm talking about. So I'm going to have them change it to a percentage, because I prefer to see the overall percentage as opposed to the time, but worker efficiency last minute and worker efficiency is all here. I don't think it really... If I'm going to have a data point, I prefer to have the percentage there. DauT now off of gold. TaToH now losing some fishing ships. But TaToH did react at least. Thank you, Wheat, for the prime. So at least he's going to be able to compete in some way. It actually is really important that DauT was off of gold temporarily, because he cannot produce fire galleys as much here in theory, but still doing a pretty good job there. I mean, TaToH is also making a dock here in the south. And he has scouted that there's a dock there from DauT. So he will probably take out these fishing ships. This is fun. This is pretty crazy. It's like 4 lakes on steroids in a 1v1. Because it's impossible to protect your ponds. So they're just going to be trading ponds all the time. And then you also are right next door to each other. I think TaToH's ability to do damage on land is just so much better than DauT's, though. There's no way DauT's going to counterattack with skirms. And look at the damage done right now. Efficiency for DauT's got to be a whole lot worse. Now it would be a good time to look at this. See, TaToH's overall time is higher, which means he's had villagers working for a longer time. But yeah, if that's it, like, if that was the percentage stat that can sometimes be shown, it would be maybe 60% for DauT and 80% for TaToH. That's what I would prefer. So we'll see if we can get that switched over. Ooh, DauT was making a galley, maybe sensing that a vill would come over, but too late to deny it. So the dock being up is going to mean that this goes down and the fishing ships go down. TaToH wants to commit to a lot of extra scouts, it seems. He's getting bloodlines right now. Look at the eco difference, though. DauT does have a lot more fishing ships working, so it could make a difference as you see villagers going down right now. This is crazy. The DauT is working with 4 less villagers, but he has 10 more fishing ships. And that's no joke. 10 fishing ships is crazy. He could make his own scouts. He could up to castle age faster. And again, look at TaToH. TaToH has farms. So TaToH's food eco is a lot more healthy. I like this. And if DauT is so focused on the, as the scouts die here, if DauT is too focused on the ponds, and then he just loses his fish all of a sudden, it's GG. So he's going to need to do a mix of both. I saw it on other streamers already with percentage, probably just your option. Yeah, exactly. Well, the traditional capture age has like all these stats, like data in your face, which is cool. But I like to have my own style on it, and I like to have information that I feel is crucial to the time. And so, yeah, it's just the option that I have. You're correct. And I'm going to work with them on that. Villager goes down. TaToH has killed twice the amount of eco as DauT, yet DauT has more eco because he just created more. But fishing ships here are going down now, and this is what I was talking about. Okay, pretty soon... Well, looks like that will be working with this pond, but still problems for DauT. As TaToH is Berbers, and TaToH is probably going to be in Castle Age a little faster or around the same time, and can make very cheap knights. All right. I like how secure the food eco would be here. Sorry, secure is the wrong word. I like how his eco is diversified. Let's put it that way. Granted, TaToH doesn't have a single fishing ship, so it's not diversified anymore. But having some farms mixed in with some type of a fishing eco is, I think, really important. I stressed that a lot during Hidden Cup, during the hybrid maps. For DauT, he's like, screw it. I'm not making a single farm. And he's going to run out of food here eventually, right? He's working with maybe 500 food remaining, and then he's out. So, have to be careful. And, oh, we're going to see the chonkers! We're going to see the chonkers! Yes! Hey, man, I meant to pick Magyard. That's what we're going to see. DauT wants to make the cheap Malay elephants. He's going double stable here. That could be a problem for TaToH because Malay advanced so fast to the next stage that DauT's going to be there before him. TaToH might not be able to defend from elephants for the first minute. And then, you know, his eco's all exposed here. You can't wall it out. You probably can't kill it either. So will DauT's fishing eco pay off for him? I mean, it has paid off. There's no doubt about that. Let's actually look and see. Look at that. TaToH's actually had so much more food. I think it's because he spent more food, to be honest. Because he made the scouts. But uh-oh, this could be a problem. Well, so far for TaToH, he's done a good job against the skirms. And he's going knights? DauT. Why? How dare you? I really wish he was making elephants. They're actually cheaper than knights for Malay. And they have a lot of HP. I guess he wants the mobility, though. I think knights is a mistake. Because you're not going to commit to this long-term anyways. Why not make a few elephants? Did he misclick it? I don't know. Maybe it comes down to wanting some mobility, like I said.
Was on vacation in FL last week. I don't envy your heat and rain.
Yeah, there's been a lot of heat and rain the last few days. Summer is ironically probably one of the worst times to visit Florida. But we'll be getting a lot more rain here over the next couple months. Thank you for the resub. Hope you had a good time though. As TaToH scrambles up a TC to protect himself. And TaToH has weathered the storm. Notice this is over here. Did DauT have a Vil there? I think DauT did. I see a little blue speck. So I think that DauT's realized he's lost his Vil. He wanted to dock on that side. And TaToH is quite simply, like I said, transitions nicely into land eco and land focus. And now we see elephants, but I think the order has just been the opposite of what it needed to be here. Instead of taking control early Castle Age and doing something with it, you lost control early Castle Age. And now you're trying to make elephants at the complete wrong time. Disaster for DauT. Monastery gets denied. He's actually going to try and make another one So he must realize how imbalanced things are for him at the moment. And now the opponent has monks, and you have to delete your chonker. Disaster. DauT's a legend of the game and probably can't learn too much at this point. He's an all-knowing animal, but could definitely have learned from the Legend of the Liar YouTube video on this one. What player that guy is, by the way, as TaToH has a big lead, and I think TaToH's going to keep his chances of winning this best of 7 alive here, guys. So many kills. If you wanted to see the efficiency, there it is. And, you know, TaToH just kind of on top of it and all over DauT and denying everything. So DauT does have Malay fish traps. So he has a ton of food on these fish traps, which is awesome. But what does that food give him right now? Does it give him an additional 20 villagers all of a sudden? Nope. Does it give him 3 TCs to compare with TaToH? Nope. Just going to get worse and worse and worse and worse. I mean, that's a little weird to just send the villagers out there. DauT must really be distracted right now. Maybe losing a little bit of focus because it's been a long series. Maybe TaToH will grow into the series more. But, yeah, fairly certain this is GG. Speaking of charity, this is a charity event. DauT is a very charitable guy, and he just gladly donates 3 elephants to the TaToH charity. And with that, TaToH will be able to entertain his people with additional elephants at the zoo. So, well done from DauT. Very courageous, perhaps, to donate elephants like that. And TaToH is now up. Or not up, sorry. He's down 3-2. And finally got a win. Like, the last 3 games, TaToH has gained leads, but he only has been able to get 1 win out of it, which is crazy to me. So definitely doable for TaToH to get another win and take us to a game 7. By the way, I guess you guys have probably realized this because it's in the title and also in the scoreboard. But if you want to check out the charity and read all the information, please do check it out and take a look there. I don't have all the information memorized myself, but I'm familiar with OGN and his work, and all the guys over there are real excited about it. So, score 3-2. I'll quickly look to the statistics here. I think TaToH just played that way better than DauT. DauT maybe too YOLO with the water and a little late to react to TaToH on land, and it snowballed from there. Yeah, more wood, more food. DauT probably used some of the gold, too, to buy some food in certain cases. Is that not a big mistake from DauT, though, to make knights with Malay early castle? The reason that's such a big deal is because Malay elephants are cheaper than knights, and those elephants are tankier than knights. Granted, they are slower, but you're looking at, I think it's a 250 HP unit as opposed to a 120 HP unit. And the Cav line is pretty weak for Malay long-term anyways because they lack the armor upgrades. So just spam those cheap elephants. It was possible for him to win the game there. There's the APM spikes for them. Wait, Malay don't get bloodlines, right? So it would be 100 HP for a knight. Yeah, correct. Sweet. Good games, though. Jas90, thank you. And thank you, Wheat, again for the Twitch Prime. Looks like we might get 7 games. This will be on DauT's home map now. And it will be... Let's see. Oh, I hope we see Monocle. I hope he goes Monocle. I don't think he should go Monocle against TaToH, because I think TaToH would be better than him on that map, but I hope he does it anyways. Monocle and Socotra are the maps remaining for DauT. And Socotra would be incredible. Probably better for DauT, honestly. 2 crazy maps. Okay. All in CSGO, thank you for the score reminder. I'm on top of it. I'm on top of it. Thank you. Just trying to do 20 other things here, like look at the maps and find the next game. Socotra. Okay, so we're getting down to the nitty-gritty here, just a little bit. And I'm wondering what civilizations will be preferred. Socotra is a close quarters map where you cannot escape. So aggression is forced. We eliminate Berbers for TaToH. We eliminate Malay for DauT. DauT has Saracens, Ethiopians, Magyars. And the final map, he 100% wants Magyars. No doubt in my mind. And I think TaToH will go Bulgarians that map. So we're basically looking at Vikings or Tatars for TaToH, and we're looking at Ethiopians or Saracens for DauT. I think we see Vikings for TaToH, because otherwise you're just not using it. I would make sense. It's such a good civ. Maybe Vikings against Saracens. Because I think what people like to do with Saracens is they like to use the market and go Castle Age really fast when you're that close. TaToH mentioned DauT stole Saracens. Okay, yeah, I think we see something like Vikings for Saracens. Just a hunch. Because Monocle is a map where you tend to see a lot of scouts. So it wouldn't make sense for DauT to use Magyars here unless he's confident he's going to win this game with Magyars, and then I guess it wouldn't matter. What's up, Organic? He says 5 maps played, but only 4 civs played. Yeah, it's because game 1 was a Hun War, Organic. I got confused by that too. Game 1 was a established Hun v Hun War, which is why there's so many civs remaining on the draft.
Wahoo, 12 months already.
Whoa!
Good work, less than 3
TaToH's going Bulgarians here.
Salute, T90, salute.
That's so weird to me. I don't know what he's going to do in game 7, but maybe it won't get there. Okay. Now, Bulgarians aren't bad here. Bulgarians are a good civilization. It's just that I feel that Bulgarians are probably the best civilization that TaToH... Uh-oh. Oh, disaster for TaToH. No scout now. He was trying to push in one of DauT's zebras. Now he's just going to kill it. I'm catching up to live time. Sorry it's going so fast. As TaToH is going to try and quick wall DauT in here. Yeah, fun times. This is what TaToH is all about. It's very lamey. It's very high pressure. And Bulgarians are definitely suited towards that. We'll see what happens to TaToH in game 7 if he ends up winning this without Bulgarians available. Okay, so you get 1 elephant and you get a bunch of zebras. So it's really important to lame the enemy zebras so it's less efficient for them. And that's what they've both done now. Seems like both players have already brought in their elephant. You do get berries, and then the wood is mainly scattered around the outer ring. But there's resources in the middle as well. I prefer DauT's map. In fact, DauT's map is honestly... It feels like it's hacking. Because look what he's able to do. If he walls like this, and walls like this, he has gold, berries, farm space, wood, everything protected. He honestly only needs 2 houses and 15 palisades, and his eco is perfect. Whereas for TaToH, it's going to be very difficult to lock down the berries. The gold is also going to be more exposed to any type of ranged units if he walls diagonally. But I guess you could wall like this, maybe. I think TaToH will be the higher aggressor early feudal. As we see mill there. It would actually make sense to do that.
God, I love socket draw.
JP, you're not the only one who loves Socotra. There's a lot of people out there who love Socotra. But yeah, I think TaToH is going to be the bigger aggressor just because he gets the man-at-arm upgrade for free. But I struggle to see what Bulgarians do if DauT gets fast archers out. So we'll see. Ethiopians get plus 100 food and plus 100 gold when they arrive to each age. On a map with less food than a standard map, it does really help you. I like this mill from TaToH, but he's still going to have to mill his berries. And we'll see if these guys are able to adjust or do anything else crazy. Wait, did DauT lose his... I'm sorry, I completely missed it. I vaguely remember hearing a dying noise, but I was too busy in my talking about my thoughts here. So I think DauT lost his scout as well. My memory serves me correctly. It was something like over here. Oh, it's right there. Okay. No, never mind. Yeah, I was just talking away about the possibilities. Completely forgot to talk about that one. Yeah, so TaToH milling this ended up working out. I mean, he didn't get as much food, but he still got most of it, maybe 70, 80%. And he hasn't been walking as much as DauT has, as DauT has added the mill as well. I guess the difference was DauT, he decided to mill the berries first. Well, I'm rooting for TaToH here. Oh, biased caster, how How disrespectful of the Lord. How dare you? Listen, I just won another game, okay? I just won 7 games. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I just won 7 games. And like as I've been saying, Game 7's map is also really fun. So, okay, TaToH sending a lot over to wood right now. And he's going to collect 10 gold. This is so he can create 3 militia that will instantly become man-at-arms when he's in the next stage. So he's going to make his barracks here in a second. I think right here. Yep. And then he's not going to collect any more gold. But if he spends all of his gold on the man-at-arms, then he actually cannot get fletching for any skirmishers, which I assume he's going to need here. Look at DauT's base. What is TaToH supposed to do? This is not the first time DauT's had a really, really solid base compared to TaToH. Like, this is supposed to be Socotra, not Arena. Let's count. Okay, he's going to have 14 palisades and 5 houses and a barracks, and he's pretty much completely walled. Whereas TaToH is going to have to do a whole lot more. Remember, TaToH doesn't have a scout, so he can't really even see... He doesn't know exactly where DauT is, which makes matters so much worse. And he doesn't know how easy it is for DauT to wall. Yeah, much easier to wall than Arabia. But the walls will go up for TaToH. And DauT also doesn't have the best scouting intel. He also doesn't know. They're both blind. T90 blinds in the chat. Not for the caster, but the... Oh, there's a hole! DauT, you're kidding me. Okay, well... I mean, it could have really been a disaster for him there. He's got the perfect map for this, like I said. And as I mentioned in Dark Age, he is going to go straight into archers. Makes sense. TaToH can go tower rush? How do you tower rush someone when you don't know where the resources are? I think that would be a mistake. I know there's quite a few players out there who like to go YOLO. But if you don't know where his resources are, it's going to be hard to tower rush. Also, I don't know how you can range this area with a tower. The only tower that would make sense would maybe be this. But then your villagers are exposed and the archers are coming out. So, yeah, I think for now, you just kind of hope DauT makes a mistake. And you have to mass some skirmishers at home. Which TaToH's not doing. But he went for the eco upgrades first. So, maybe just delaying the skirmishers a little. Which is nice because he's bought himself some time with all this, right? So he could do that. All right, little gate from DauT. Just to block the man-at-arm and kill this as soon as possible. I like it. And that should be dealt with pretty soon. You can break palisades fast with 4 vills. Yeah, but you can also make a house with 1 vill. If TaToH comes forward and attacks his palisade, DauT just goes, hi, I live here now, and makes a house. So I don't think towers would work too well here. Okay, TaToH realizing the archers might sneak through. They don't have fletching yet. He is going to have a skirm. Remember, he will not be able to research fletching without going to gold. Blacksmith upgrades are cheaper. They're 50% off with Bulgarians, but fletching still does cost gold. He has 0 gold after going for the men-at-arms, which I think now, look, he should have done it. Don't get me wrong, but I think it was not very effective. Kind of a waste of resources. Okay. So that'll be dealt with. TaToH now running forward. He could get armor for the skirmishers. Actually, it's quite nice to be able to take out a spearman just in case he ever wants to add some scouts here. I think DauT is just... I honestly think DauT's going to make a market over the next minute, and he's going to buy food to go Castle Age. I don't think DauT moves out at all here. I think the safe play is just keep your archers alive and get the crossbow ASAP. Wait for it. Wait for it. Ready? Ready? Forget farms and forget a second range. Look at... Yes! Got it! And I think he sells all of his stone. And I think it will be the winning strategy, too. He'll be in Castle Age so fast. And then he receives plus 100 food and plus 100 gold. He would destroy feudal age units in Castle Age. This is the strategy here. Really smart play. And again, what do you do if you're TaToH? If DauT moves out, you kill everything, it seems like. But if DauT doesn't move out, you cannot punish this. Yep. Sold his stone, bought food. And he'll be up to Castle Age here in a moment. And crossbowmen, especially Ethiopian crossbowmen, wreck everything that TaToH has. Okay, so let's talk damage control for TaToH. I feel like he's going to die, but well, I could be wrong, okay? Damage control for TaToH. So, you basically need double layer everything. Here he's starting to delete palisades so he can add houses behind. That's going to keep him protected there. He's doing a similar thing here. It's a lot of houses that are required, but it is necessary. Ultimately, I think working your way towards skirmishers is the way to go. The problem here is it's Socotra, and all DauT's going to do is add a siege workshop and go Mangonel and crossbow, which feels unkillable. Yeah, I mean, the men-at-arms were expensive. They didn't pay off. Ethiopians also, I think DauT expected it, right? Because Bulgarians almost always are going men-at-arms, and just good execution from DauT here. No other way to say it. And he's ready to kill. Didn't even have the blacksmith, right? He had no intention of committing to doing damage there in Feudal Age, but he kind of faked it, right? TaToH didn't even get blacksmith upgrades. He's been trying to save resources, but this is gonna be a problem. Never seen so little madness on Socotra. It's all in strats, which can lead to. I feel like Socotra is you're gonna get. Half the game should be like this if someone just YOLOs a little bit better towards castle. But you're right. Normally it's a little crazier. I can agree with you on that. I think a lot of it has to do with the Civ matchup, but also DauT's amazing map. And DauT realizing that he should just abuse that, and he is. So, TaToH's in a rough spot. I was thinking he'd go to stone so he could make a crep post to save himself. Cannot have any stone back here. The stone's actually outside of his base. So, that's not an option. He's going for Elite Skirmisher, which is the correct play. But it will be up against Siege as well. And he might even lose this range. Let's make this interesting. If TaToH wins this game, I will give 25 subs to the stream. Let's make this interesting. I think DauT can never throw from this position. I would be shocked and horrified. 25 big ones, chat. There you go. Thank you, Odoa, for 42 months, by the way. Ghost Monkey says, with the 9 months, my cat likes cat food. All right, imagine that. Your cat likes cat food. Thank you for that information. I needed that. Interesting to me. I mean, the Ram is not bad at all here. It is rather interesting to me, though, that he opened Ram as opposed to a Mangonel. I feel like with the Mangonel on the hill, you can take out the range just as fast. And then you have the Mangonel for any skirms. He's going to go for the Blacksmith now, actually, trying to deny some upgrades, as you see Elite Skirm on the way. I think Elite Skirm will complete, as will Bodkinero out of the Blacksmith. But I'm not sure about armor. TaToH under pressure here. He'll have his own Mangonel, and it's all about micro now.
T90 new.
We have people who are now rooting for TaToH that were rooting for DauT just because they want emotes. Let's go! The stakes have never been so high. The streamer has never put this much on the line. Who will win in this epic battle for charity? Yeah, just take out the ranges here. It's already going to be awkward for TaToH, but if you take care of the ranges, TaToH is not going to be able to make any more skirmishers, and then you're golden. Okay, DauT. 25 gifted subs is no joke. Don't get out microed here, all right? All right. Ram looking about as useless as I thought it would look at this stage. TaToH selling some food so we can get more Mangonels out, and this is going to be a micro scenario now. DauT has the potential to destroy TaToH with ballistic crossbows and these Mangonels, but see if TaToH is able to get the better of these engagements, and 1-for-1 for now. This is not a boom map, so I wouldn't expect players to really add TCs or anything, and oh god, you're in trouble. That could be it right there. Yeah, that could be it right there. We will have a Mangonel for TaToH coming out, but good engagement for DauT. And shots. And now the crossbows are still going to kill villagers. The skirms don't have full upgrades. There's not enough of them anyways. DauT will take this to the bank. He'll be happy about this. It's definitely worth it to lose these crossbows to kill that many villagers. TaToH dodging a little bit, running back and forth. Still will lose more. Oof. Yeah, TaToH is at 23 villagers. Look at that KD. So the normal KD is 26 to 26, but the eco KD, 19 to 0. That should be over. The only weird thing about that is that they're really close together. And DauT just threw away his army numbers. So as long as he keeps making mangonels, he should be better off. But we'll see about that. Army numbers and siege numbers are going to rule all here. DauT maybe even flirting with the idea of clicking Imperial Age. Okay. There's no way DauT loses this, right? There's no way. See if TaToH can have some miraculous micro. DauT going to go for knights. I like that move, actually. That's a really good idea, because you're only seeing skirms. Even though Ethiopian knights are pretty bad. DauT? Yeah, it's not a bad play. TaToH maybe with some hope. As he comes out here, and he's going to be on stone. And he is going to be adding some monks. So if the knights don't come out soon, maybe there's a chance for the Spaniard. DauT kind of avoiding this area for now. I don't think TaToH's really pushing any crucial buildings, though. Taking care of a barracks isn't that important. And DauT's just going to loop over here. That's a nice idea, keeping TaToH honest. And then TaToH will maybe be distracted. Yeah, DauT's already got 4 knights, so I don't see TaToH having the number of monks required to keep his siege alive. I think it's just a matter of time. You would need to have like 2 or 3 monks right now. He's about to have 2, so bad timing on that comment. But I think he's a couple monks behind what he needs to potentially deal with this. Depending on how DauT wants to play it. Yep, look at this. You got knights coming in this way. He's even pulling away with these knights. And watch, can he get the monk? Yep. Well played, DauT. He gets the monk with the crossbows. The knights are going to take out everything else. TaToH getting 1 conversion does nothing. And he won't even get it anyways. And GG. I know that many people out there wanted to see the comeback happen. But yeah, DauT just... He read the situation well. I think he had the better map. I think he had the better civ for this map. And I think he played it better as well. TaToH's Man-at-Arms did next to nothing, and YOLOing to crossbow and Mangonel was definitely the way to win that game. That's kind of my issue with Socotra. You think, wow, rush to feudal and kill because you're so close. But actually what high-level players do is it's rush to Castle Age. There's very little that happens in feudal. It's just rush to Castle Age and go Saracen, Monk Rush, Siege Rush, stuff like that. Heavy market abuse is common. Castle drops. Feudal Age, normally you're able to wall enough and keep yourself defended. Well, congratulations to DauT. He wins 4-2 in this best of 7 charity event, and it was a really good set of games. I'm still kind of disappointed. It wasn't the perfect set. I wanted to see the final game, and I think TaToH could have taken us there because in Game 2 and Game 3, he was in good spots and ended up losing them. But he's got to brush up on some of those transitions, man. He'd get ahead of DauT, and then he wouldn't be able to finish him off. It happened twice in this best of 7.